previously you had made a somewhat successful delivery of Irongut Ale to the Shade. Only issue being that a mimic had sort of snuck its way into the delivery of ale, and the recipients weren't particularly happy about that. But as a result of your journey, you did happen to kill a couple of goblins, which you have found since might not have been the best idea. And you've been organized to have a meeting with the leader of this band of goblins via the crew of the Catatonic Kobold Inn that you have been staying at recently. And that's sort of where we are. So you've had a sleep from the previous day, you've woken up, and you're all sort of going to get ready to go on this little journey for this meeting.
Only
This
Reese would punish
goblin
us for
moot.
killing goblins.
Yep.
I mean, they didn't hurt you. They stole some of your stuff, that's all.
For killing goblins in the Dungeons and Dragons game.
They attacked a protected shipment.
Goblins are people too.
They deserved.
Goblins are people too.
We were doing our
They're not
job.
salty.
Yeah. Literally, that was our
They're
job.
not salty at all.
And they were doing their job.
I would consider theft more of a hobby than a career.
But it makes money, so it's a job.
We're getting punished more for killing the goblins than killing those actual dwarven people.
Well, we haven't gone back to the inn yet, so
Yeah, can we not have to go through a whole court proceedings campaign where we have to roll charisma a bunch? Because I really don't want to.
Well, but my charisma's so high now.
Helenis is our lawyer now. Taylor's just gonna shut up.
Yeah.
See, now I want to do this. Hey, Lynette's here.
Yay!
Perfect timing. We're going to
We
court.
literally just started.
We're going to court!
Oh gosh.
Well, they're not yet, at least. That's. Do you guys want a rodeo? You want a court drama? Make me mine, Jesus.
Fuck no, we don't. Alright.
Not with this character build.
Nope, not with mine.
I'm gonna switch.
Okay.
this over
Would
to
make it
the-
fun.
There we go.
Ooh,
Whoa,
hello. That is cute.
My goodness. It's like New Year's Eve.
Wow.
Very nice.
I had to match my top hat to my tie,
Of course.
which is not sequined. It is actually made out of metal links.
Nice.
Ooh, that's nice.
Rad.
Now I feel
Lynette, you're so
underdressed.
fucking cool.
I was going to get in business dress, but it is way too hot here for that.
So jealous.
It's 85.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay, so you've just woken up in the Catatonic Kobold, and yep, what do you want to do?
Go downstairs and see what they have for breakfast.
Yes, I think food is in order.
Sure.
Pizza makes an excellent
before
breakfast food.
Is it a breakfast pizza?
Is it cold or is it hot?
Oh, it's fresh. It's certainly very fresh.
Okay.
It's sort of like an egg and bacon type pizza
Ooh,
with some fried tomatoes on there too.
nice.
Check
All right,
out
so-
where I
probably
am.
just
After breakfast, Bertha is gonna just do some nice polishing of her weapons. You know, she knows this is a kind of a diplomatic mission, but also
Goblins.
Yep, and they don't seem to understand the concept of jobs and things like that. So she doesn't trust anything about this.
That's fair. So as you come downstairs, you do see the entire Catatonic crew, except for the chef and the barkeep. They're sort of dressed in their adventuring attire, and sort of tightening up their straps and buckles and whatnot, and getting ready to head out. And they look pretty legit and cool.
Are they all coming with us?
Well, if you ask that to Mikhail, the leader, he'll say, "Oh no, we're you, me, your crew, and Grug, the big chap, we're going to go down to have a chat to these goblins. Meanwhile, Luann's going to take the rest of the crew up to the Grand Reach Ravine and see what's going on with these spiders, and we're going to catch up with them down the track. Like, just me and Grug. You guys will, I assume, have something to do for the goblins.
Good day out.
You guys go deal with the spiders. We'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, I
Yes,
don't.
I'm assuming so. I mean, unless the goblins want you to deal with the spiders, but we'll see.
So you really don't know what kind of job they want to give us?
I don't, I'm afraid. This is all done pretty quickly.
Ugh.
Well, there's only one way to find out. I say we just head out there right now.
Ouais.
Ready to go?
Allons-y.
Are you lot ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, Grug, let's go. And so, yeah, you'll head out the front door, Grug in tow, stomping along, big and heavy behind you. And yeah, you head south out of the shade. So the opposite way that you came in. But as you sort of... actually, how rainy is it today in the shade? Let's have a check. Ooh, it is bucketing down.
Ugh.
I put on
you
my
walk out and it's
raincoat.
just... Yes. Actually, give me a quick check of dexterity with your proficiency bonus for your sewing tools to see how well you made this raincoat.
You said dex plus proficiency, so that would be...
Could be
Sorry,
two.
forgetting how these integrate. So does that... So that's... Oh, nice. Sorry, I guess that first one I didn't realize I actually clicked. So that would be 13 plus 2, so 15.
Okay. Yes.
It adds the +2 automatically.
Nope.
No, that's my... That includes my dex. I didn't click on my proficiency, so...
Oh. Okay, you're still going with 13?
15.
15. Okay, cool. 15. Yeah, there we go. That's fine.
Yeah, because that's roll
Okay.
plus dex plus proficiency. Yeah, 15. Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, you've made a pretty decent little raincoat, and you've got your own Tala affectations added to it too. And it looks, yeah, for a night's work, it came out really, really nice. And yeah, you pull your hood up, and you are dry as a bone. You're happy as in there. Looking very fashionable. And so yeah, a lot of you sort of schlorp down the street, which is, it's really muddy and gross. There's wagons sort of coming into town and people crankily milling about in this really, really horrible weather. And as you approach the sort of exit or the entrance of the town next to the shade sign that is sort of blowing in the wind and rain, you do in fact see Eloise Umbridge. And she's there with her wagon of umbrellas and raincoats, and she sees little Taylor pop up, and she's like, with that particular color of material, she's like, "Oh, that's a nice color on you. You look good in that."
Thank you so much. I thought so too. I was so glad that I could get some of this fabric from that lovely, delightful vendor yesterday. She was so nice, don't you think?
Yes, yeah, I've worked with her for a number of years. Yes. And you see, like, her wagon is filled up with hastily made raincoats made of that same fabric, and a couple of umbrellas that sort of have been ad hoc with that fabric as well. Nothing that looks anywhere near as good as what you've done, but it looks like it was made very hastily in one night.
I will just kind of like swoosh the skirt part of my long raincoat and just kind of flounce at her and just kind of wave politely and walk away.
Okay, yeah, and so you can almost see the steam rising off of her as she passive-aggressively sees as you leave. But she's fronting pretty polite old lady, like, "Oh, well, you have a lovely day."
You as well, ma'am.
Excellent. So, yeah, a lot of you move south out of town, and after, like, a couple of hours, that rain eases up and entirely stops. And as you look back, you can almost see, like, there's that distant kind of grey rain coming down into that valley. You can sort of see where the rain pretty much stops as far as that heavy downpour goes. And eventually this rocky canyon opens up into a sort of a bit of a field. with a couple of trees dotting here and there, and sort of a main road that goes southwards. But after maybe another hour or so, you sort of deviate off that path into the forest, led by Mikhail and Grug. They're like, oh, come this way. They should be over here somewhere. And you sort of find like a little goat path that you sort of navigate through this little outcrop of trees. And before long, you come upon a clearing. And at the head of the clearing is a goblin. Actually, I think it's a pair of goblins. Yeah, a pair of goblins, sort of standing guard at the entrance to this clearing. And they sort of halt Mikhail. And Mikhail, his shoulders slump, and he's a deep sigh, and he's, we humbly request an audience with her exaltedness, Princess Nashfang. And the little goblin guy sort of asks up, what is the nature of the visit? And to which Mikhail will reply, cut the crap, that is, you know why we're here. And the goblin replies back, wait here while we see if the princess is taking visitors. And at this, Mikhail just says, Grug, and Grug just grabs the goblin by the throat and starts walking into the clearing, and Mikhail follows. And the other goblin kind of like, he reels back with his spear, and he's like, whoa! At this sort of bit of disruption to his day.
Yeah, so
Do you follow?
Bertha turns to everyone else and goes, these goblins don't act like goblins. I don't know what they're doing. It's weird. I don't like it. Are you sure
I
you
did not
want
know
to
there
go?
was a goblin monarchy.
I think you're just
Way
not
put
very
together.
familiar with goblin culture. This seems perfectly normal to me.
Maybe. So do we go?
I don't see why
Yeah,
not.
I suppose. I wasn't
Okay.
prepared to meet royalty, but let's
I'm
go.
not really dressed for the occasion. I'm kind of damp, I'll be honest.
A little wet.
I think only Tala with the beautiful coat is very ready.
My coat of many colors.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Argor's
okay.
always ready to royalty.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He's
Very
always Okay. We
Okay.
follow.
Fantastic. So yeah, you follow into this clearing. As the clearing comes up, you see there's maybe about 5 tents around with various goblins milling about as they do. But as they see Grug approach with this, little goblin in his big hand, sort of being dragged behind him by the stage, kind of squirming a bit. This little goblin, they all kind of arc up with their weapons. Yep.
Can I just kind of interrupt? Because, okay, so Taylor grew up, like, around goblins, so, like, the fact that, like, this giant person is, like, treating people that she sees as just like other people, as she's just, like, dragging him along by the head for comedic effect, like, Taylor is not really okay with this. So I feel like, I feel like she should just be kind of like, I think she's probably saying, like, just stop doing that! Why do you think they're so mean to you if you're just gonna treat them like this? That's not very polite! Put him down! Set him down!
Okay, well, Mikhail turns to you and says, you got to put these people in their place, otherwise they walk all over you.
What
I mean,
place?
considering how small they are, I don't think they're going to walk all over you.
Where do they go? What place? Over there? We are going over there.
He doesn't look
yeah,
expectantly at the big guy.
To his place?
Yeah, you're sort of approaching like this larger tent. It seems sort of maybe slightly fancier looking goblin tent.
He missed it.
I did.
You go to a tent.
I'm too tired for this.
Explain the joke.
You said that you have to put the goblins in their place, and
Right, yeah.
Thalgor asked what place. This tent over here.
Yep, that's amazing.
Hellenis is just
Okay.
face palming in the corner. It's quiet.
Narkor is
Argo's the
too dumb to understand racism.
Bertha
best.
is
Reasons who
clearly
don't
just
understand jokes.
like nodding her head along, going,
Yeah, we
"Hmm,
might
yeah."
kill them, but we're not fucking racist. We
Wasn't a
kill
hate crime.
indiscriminately. It wasn't a hate crime. Kill the doors. All right.
0 to 5. 0 stars if I could.
Hellenis
give me
pulls
a-
Thargord to the side and begins to attempt to explain metaphor.
And also, while that's happening, Taylor, if you give me a persuasion check to Grug.
Yes. I believe that. Let's see how it goes. I'm not too bad at it. No, I am bad at it.
Okay, that was a 3 on the persuasion check to Grug. And Grug
Greg is
kind
no
of
more racist.
Greg kind of like looks at the goblin in his head in his hand, and he like sort of moves his hand down and grabs him by like the arm and keeps dragging.
Oh, it's progress. Just kind of pat Tella.
And yeah, so you approach this bigger, fancier looking, shitty goblin tent. And what happens next? Yeah, there we go. And yep, so you enter this tent, and Grug kind of just drops this goblin out the front of the tent, and the goblin kind of scurries away. And this tent is
Find your place.
excuse me. Okay, and the tent opens up into this kind of like a royal chamber, but not quite getting there. Everything's a little bit crappy, and there's sort of like been dirt kind of scrubbed away to look like a carpet leading up to this makeshift throne, which is kind of made out of crates and whatnot. And right next to the door, a goblin stands up from a stool, and he says, "Presenting to Princess Nashfang, the catatonic kobold crew, and friends." And as you sort of approach this throne, you see like on the throne is this female goblin, sort of standing in appearance, but long ratty hair, and all these kind of rags that have been fashioned to look a bit like a dress. But on her head sits a surprisingly beautiful white crown. And you sort of notice at this stage that all the goblins in the camp and the ones that you've seen previously from these Nashfang goblins, they've had a similar kind of white crown design emblazoned on their armor, sort of 3 points in made out of white paint. And he goes, "Oh, that's what that is. There we go. It's a crown. I get it now." And Princess Nashfang sits up, and you see next to her, arms folded, is the goblin with the eyebrows that survived the theft retaliation. And he's standing there, taller than the other goblins, and sort of arms folded, looking a bit grumpy.
Hey, you're the one who ran away.
He sort of humps a little bit, and he's that hurt. And as Mikhail approaches,
Balinus angrily.
and as you lot approach, Mikhail takes a little curt nod bow to Princess Nashfang, and she extends a hand. She's like, mm. And Mikhail, to Mikhail, and he sighs and he walks up and he gives it like a little kind of a kiss, and then backs away. And she turns to the goblin next to her and says something in Goblin. You know,
I speak Goblin. What did she say?
She speak Goblin. She asked, "Are these the ones that killed your comrades?" And the other goblin with the eyebrows, yeah, he nods. And the goblin that was sort of by the front of the tent, who's sitting on the stool, he sort of rushes up and stands next to the throne on the other side of the big goblin. And he sort of says, The Exalted Princess Nashfang believes that recompense must be made to the crimes set against her followers, and understands that you are typically for hire. Is this correct?
Yes. That is our job. We've been adventuring. And, our job until recently was to take a shipment and deliver it intact and in full when we were attacked. So, yes, that is what we do.
The big goblin, he starts sort of retorting angrily in Goblin, which Tyler recognizes as him more or less saying that they struck out with violence first. Our mission was handled in stealth, and if they didn't seek us out, no one would have been harmed. And she
I feel
holds
like
up a hand.
Kayla doesn't totally disagree with that, so she's not going to tell people that that's what they're saying, because she didn't really want to hurt them to begin with, so she's just not going to bother translating. I don't know if anyone knows that she speaks Goblin at this point, so...
Berta has no
We were
idea what
gonna
they're
do
saying,
stealth.
but is clearly
Go ahead,
very
Ruth.
skeptical. She's like, it's not a code of honor. That's not how it works.
Wait, does Bertha speak Goblin as well?
No, she speaks Orcish, but not Goblin.
Ah.
Sadly enough.
Different dialect.
Yeah.
And this other little goblin continues, like we would demand your services, but for no charge, in recompense for this crime. We would like
Well-
for you to do an adventure for us.
It depends on the adventure.
He goes, well, very well. And he lays out the details. He sort of says, to the south, there is a swamp. Home of the Swampfoot Goblins.
Oh no.
These are bad goblins. These are not good goblins.
Oh no.
So who's the good
They are
goblins?
not goblins of honor. Beg your pardon?
Nothing.
Okay. And there are many
Okay.
of them. And they are
So-
mean.
What do we do with the bad goblins now?
They have 3 leaders, 3 generals. If you could assassinate these generals for us, Princess Nashfang could move in the power vacuum and take control of the Swampfoot Goblins, making them good goblins.
Okay. So, you're telling me you're mad because we killed goblins. And to compensate the killing of goblins, you want us to kill goblins.
Ah, but these are
Goblins,
bad.
yes. These are different goblins.
I am not I am not the sharpest person here, but it still sounds a little bit weird to me.
If I may ask, what makes these goblins bad goblins? What have they done?
This little goblin, adds, oh, they treat their own goblins terribly. They treat them like disgusting slaves. And
How
Mikhail
so?
Patson says, actually, they do on occasion, attack people in the crossroads south of the Shade. These attacks are becoming more frequent. They're getting bold, and these attacks end violently. These aren't snatch and grabs. These are violent attacks. So I can vouch that these swamp goblins are becoming an issue and are not good goblins.
And the Nashfang goblins don't attack people. They just do crime.
He thinks he goes,
Victim of-
typically they steal on occasion. They mostly keep to themselves. They're trying their own thing over here.
Well, if they had kept to themselves, we wouldn't be in this situation, now would we?
Would you princess, be open to maybe a diplomatic mission? Instead of killing the generals, we could come to an agreement, perhaps? I don't speak Goblin, but...
Well, the little goblin in front of you turns around and it seems to translate what you've said. And the princess, she sort of thinks, she strokes her chin, she twiddles her hair a bit, and she's, give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Ooh, I have a -1 on persuasion.
That was still a good.
Did it roll?
That was
Oh.
solid though.
First one was a 16. Go with that one.
16. And she says something in Goblin which Tail understands and is translated as, essentially, you can certainly try, but I don't think you'll have much luck.
Does that sound like an idea? I look to the rest of my crew, my group, my buds. What do you guys think?
I'm definitely down to try persuasion. It's worked well for us in the past.
If we attempt to persuade them, we lose the element of surprise in attempting to assassinate them. So there's that.
We kill them and then they want us to work for them, and then it becomes a whole more thing. I don't like the idea of killing without getting paid. I would, if we got some sort of money, perhaps, or I had more concrete evidence of their evilness, I'd be more inclined. But if we're gonna be amenable towards to the goblins, we should treat all of them the same way, correct? Fantasy racism.
Mara has a very good point.
I mean, I'm all down for trying to persuade them to stop being bad, but what are we going to persuade them with? What do we have that they want? I don't think we have a very strong negotiating platform for this exchange.
That's the problem.
I do not know what we are supposed to do in this situation.
Is there something they want? What is their goal? Could we offer them something, or...
The little goblin and Princess Nashvang both shrug, like, at the same time.
We could ask them.
Could ask them. We would need a representative of the Nashvangs with us.
That's a good point.
I agree. Which one of you feels ready to come with us?
The little goblin, he says this to Princess Nashvang in Goblin, and she replies back via translation with, "We've already lost too many goblins. I don't want to risk losing any more. This is why we're using your services so that you can do this for us without any more goblin blood on our end being spilled. We can't lose any more Nashvangs."
So, what you are saying is, this is too dangerous to send your people. And you want us to do it for free.
Yes. And Mikhail he leans over and he whispers to you, bear in mind, I will amend the previous review for your services, and also I will personally give you some gold for this service as well.
So okay, gold. Because I kind of have a more general question for the princess. Let me get this. I want to make sure I've got this right. So, you guys stole from us, during which time, by the way, several mimics were set loose upon our party, unknowingly while we were doing our job, transporting ale, and now because we were doing our job protecting and transporting ale through a dangerous territory, you guys want us to work for exposure, ostensibly.
How about
to go kill a group of goblins that we don't know, have done nothing to us, and as far as we can tell, you guys say they're the bad goblins. I'm still kind of wondering who the good goblins in this situation are. What did the swamp goblins do to create such a rift between your communities? And why should we help you for exposure?
So yeah, you say this to Colin, and he translates it for the princess, and she replies back with, "They've taken many goblins of ours, and those that wouldn't join them willingly, they killed. Dozens of goblins."
Okay. So
we could do... What if we did a scouting mission to confirm this? Confirm their misdeeds and then go from there.
Sounds
Does
like
that
a good
sound like a
idea
good
to me.
idea?
that sounds good to
If
me.
they're as bad as you say, we should be able to tell. Now, actually, our terms. We get a good review from the Cataton Kobold. We get 2 good reviews. One for the ale delivery, the other for helping you in an assisted side project. And then we get a good review from you, Princess. Does that sound like a... What's the word? Does that sound like a good idea?
Fair.
You say this to Colin, he says it to the princess, and then they spend a bit of time explaining to the princess the concept of a review. And you don't know if she
Didn't they
fully
already
understands
review
it,
us?
but she agreed.
Didn't they already review us?
Well, if they did, as far as you, Mackenzie knows, but not as far as Merrimore knows. But yes, there's every chance that that wasn't necessarily written by her.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you're not sure if she gets the concept of a review, but she agrees nonetheless.
Okay. Then I think we can make that work.
Excellent. And yeah, Colin says, "Excellent," and says this to the princess, and she gives a little nod.
Is it Colin?
Yes. Yeah, you discover now that this goblin is Colin the Goblin.
Colin the Goblin, great.
So Bertha will just kind of rub her hand on her pants and just, extend to give a handshake to Colin the Goblin.
And he gives you a little handshake.
Oh.
And he continues on with the plan, going on to say that what they need you to do is clear out these 3 generals, and then set off a firework that they're going to get from a goblin in the camp called Shagay. And once the Nashfang goblins see this firework, they'll come in and Nashfang will assume control.
Fire. Will any other goblins get hurt in this? In your takeover?
And Ye says, no. Any goblins that are left will be looked after.
Okay. Can I... Do I trust them?
An insight check?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I did not remember the word. Insight. Boop. 11.
11. Okay. Yeah, it seems pretty above board. As far as you can tell, they will treat these goblins fairly.
All right.
Let's go meet Tarjay.
Dog A.
Tarjay.
Before we leave, I would like to ask the Nashfang goblins if they can kind of like, I guess, describe the layout of the Swampfoot, like, I guess, encampment. Like, if they can provide us any information about what to expect.
They say that they don't know. They've never themselves been there, but they understand that it's probably pretty big.
Can they describe these three
If you've never
generals?
been there,
I guess.
I'm going to see what they know about the three generals.
if you've never been there, how do you know they're so bad?
Because they killed a whole bunch of their friends.
How do they
Remember-
know?
Remember, it's too dangerous for them
Maybe
to go,
they're
so they're sending Beer
partying.
Tycoon Brigade.
Maybe they're just fucking partying. They don't want to come back.
Oh gosh.
They
Well, if we
don't
go
know
and
anything about
everyone-
these three generals.
Oh, good. So
Great.
They just know that there's three of them.
So fun.
Okay, do they know the names?
Well, that's not
They
gonna
just know
help
there's
us.
three generals that have been seen leading the goblins outside of the camp.
Uh-huh.
But all the surviving.
Are they bigger?
They seem
Or
to
they have any
be
sort of, like,
bigger as far as the survivor recounts have been. That have when the goblins are sort of met outside of the swamp. The surviving goblins on Nashfang's side talk about some pretty big, imposing figures, but yeah, no clear details.
Okay, any recognizable signs? No. Colors, clothing, anything.
Negatory.
man. Fucking
They rolled
test
very
it.
lowly on the history check.
So
what are we waiting
we are
for?
going
What?
in blind. I do
Helenis
not
is
like
good
this.
to go, so I guess before we head out, I just want to put it in there that I'm going to flip the peace sign to that goblin who ran away from us.
Yeah,
Yeah, Merritt, you get it. Mackenzie, you get it perfectly. Just like the peace sign salute. Yeah. Just give it.
Hey.
Peter Strader gives you the finger.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sure. Should have stolen from
Okay,
this
so-
bitch.
Colin leads you out, and he says, Shagay is just over there, and points. And you see like a little, squat little tent. That looks kind of burnt.
I'm so excited to meet this goblin pyromaniac. Let's go. Walk on in.
And yeah,
Hello.
sure enough, you see a little thin, sickly-looking goblin. Roughly half his body is scarred with burn.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's missing a hand, and instead of a hand, he's got like a rusty spork that's sort of jabbed into his wrist. And he kind of looks at you, he's like,
Yep. Yeah. We got no crazy motherfucker.
I
on
love
us.
him. I love him. He's my favorite.
Wait, so are we in the tent?
yes.
Okay, so I guess that at least I am probably just kind of, you know,
Super tent, because it's a pretty tiny tent.
just kind of crouching.
We're just kind of like in the back, like, hello.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there is anything dangerous just lying about in this tent before I go in?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Let's bring the Dragonborn into this.
This flammable area.
Breath weapon
Even with
time.
that 8, you do see that there are certainly lots of different bags and containers of various chemicals, and
After
you're going to
you-
assume that they're not particularly safe.
After you guys,
I
I'm
know-
just gonna stand out here. I'll watch through the doorway. I'm good.
Betha is going in just because she
You're the
doesn't.
most charismatic one.
She does not trust this, but she's just not gonna try not to touch anything. Just like keep the arms in.
Hug yourself.
Sargor is very curiously looking at everything.
Hey, Targora, I wouldn't touch the things if I were you. I mean, it all looks like it's dangerous, and just kind of
Yeah.
nod, showing
Shaggy,
with the missing hand.
little Shaggy, sort of he sees you like sort of investigating and maybe poking some things, and just goes no touch, and like with his little spork, he kind of like knocks everything off, and so chemicals just go flying everywhere. No touch it.
How can jars be dangerous? It's just jars.
I think the
Hi.
problem is what is in the jars.
Just now, sort of everywhere.
Excuse me, Shargay? Excuse me? I kind of bend down. Hello?
Yeah.
We were sent to pick up a firework from you. From the Exalted Princess.
Yes. And he runs over to like a little box, which he like delicately opens up. And he pulls out like a little firework, like that big, little like pointed top, little like guide fans on the side of it. He's like, yes, you light, go up, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Will this be big enough?
Oh yes.
Oh, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and
Boom stick.
I will
so
hold on to that.
and are you certain it's gonna work?
And he points like with his little spork like to his scars and stuff. Yes. We're good. Yes.
I think he's an expert.
Okay.
He's definitely something.
Well,
You're not here.
I can hear. Am I standing
You're
close
being a
enough to
pansy.
overhear everything?
It would be, yeah.
No.
so
I'm the DM.
Oh well, Eddie.
so Mr. Goblin, do you have anything else that could be useful? You know, you seem like you have a lot of things.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Uh-huh. Because you know sometimes in dangerous situations a little bit of boom goes a long way.
A distraction.
Yes.
We could use something that would set off a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Little poppers.
Yes. Yes.
They'll
And
throw them on the ground.
he grabs like another box and he opens it up, and inside of it there is 5 sort of like little cherry bomb type things, little tiny wick, little tiny bomb. It goes this little boombastic.
Okay. Cool.
I want a cherry bomb.
Do you want anything in exchange? And then Bertha's gonna start looking in her bag, trying to see what she has to offer.
He slams the lid shut. Goes yes, exchange,
Okay.
trade.
What do I have? What do you want? Oh, guys, I actually have the weird shady potion of health. Oh no, I have the guarantee, right? I forgot.
I have the weird shady one, but I don't want to get rid of it because it worked. I used it on Mara and it worked, so I don't want to get rid of the other one.
Oh, you used it.
I used one of the two, yeah.
We use one of the shady ones.
I'm thinking of the first shady ones that we purchased, not the ones that we were given. Are you talking about the ones we were given?
I'm talking about the ones we were given.
Okay, my bad.
No.
You have those. Okay.
Yeah, give the shady ones to him.
No, I don't have the. No, I don't have them.
And he didn't tell us to mark anything on them. When we bought them from that guy, we had to mark a star on it. He just said, "There you go. You got some fucking potions. They're good potions. You guys just don't trust
I
him."
thought they were good. I thought they were perfectly fine, but no one, everyone. I thought you were one of the people who was like, "No, I don't trust this guy. I don't trust. I'm never going to use this potion."
No.
I trust his potions. Mara trusts him with her whole heart.
Yeah. No.
I trust he wants to keep us safe.
Yeah. No.
I can see the vet's vested interest in keeping us safe.
All right. What do I have? Man, I really don't have much to trade, guys.
I don't
You
really
get
either.
coin.
Yeah, I'll just try to get out some money. See how he reacts. So, like, I'll first start with a copper coin, because I have no idea if they know the value of money.
Actually, wait. I have a mirror.
Oh.
It's really shiny. I, like, reflect it. Would this be a good trade?
And he grabs his mirror off you, and he's looking at it. And when he looks at his reflection, he kind of says, "Oh, this is too ugly." And he gives it back to you.
I still have some fig jam. Pull out my jar of jam.
Okay, and he grabs it, and he's like,
jars.
And
here's a jar. You like jars?
I like jars. And he opens it up, and he smells it, and he goes to, like, you think he's gonna, like, dip his spork into it, but then he just dips his finger into it and eats it. He's like, oh yes, this trade good. And he gives you the box of 5 Lord Cherry Bombs.
How many?
And
5.
And see, it's good because you get the good jam, and then you wash the jar, and you get a jar. It's 2 purposes.
He kind of cocks his head like a dog, but then, like, kind of just shakes it off.
But thank you very much. That will be very helpful. You are a very interesting person.
Yeah, thank you.
And then Bertha will extend a hand for a handshake again.
Yeah, and he extends his little spork, and he shakes your hand.
She's gonna gingerly shake the spork.
Actually, give me a dexterity check.
Oh gosh. That is not good. No, I don't want to hurt him.
Get gangrene.
This could go both ways. Like a high roll and a low roll could be bad.
This is not going to be good. Just a straight dex?
Dex, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
jeez.
Okay, with that 6,
You're gonna get an infection.
No.
You pull out the spork from his flesh.
Oh.
Makes a little noise. And he looks down at his stub. He's like, look at the spork like that. Huh. And he kind of, like, just shoves his stub back into the spork. And his dexterity check, which is a 2, he makes a new hole for his spork in his stump. And he doesn't seem to be too bothered.
Oh, I hate this.
Yeah, you think he might have some nerve damage, so he can't feel too much. But he seems fine. And he kind of, like, straightens it with his other hand, and he waves goodbye with his little spork.
Oh my god.
Bertha's just gonna look at him with a weird mix of just disgust and admiration for how tough he is. It's
What would a cherry bomb be under D&D Beyond?
It wouldn't be under D&D Beyond. So you have to make a custom little item for it.
Okay. I will hold on to all the explosives. If you need them, just ask.
great.
Carry on. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate that so
the
much.
mental image is so bad.
Oh, what are
Never
the stats for those cherry bombs?
Hmm?
What are the stats for the cherry bombs?
You don't know.
Wait, so are these like weapon bombs or like distractions? Like
You get the impression that they're like a little tiny explosion that wouldn't do a lot of damage, but
Okay.
there's a wick on them, so there would be a bit of a countdown timer for it.
okay, but if we had to like blow open a locked door or something, then we could
Probably wouldn't
like
work
it's
so well.
okay. So they're not big. I don't really have a good
No.
sense of like what a cherry bomb looks like. I guess I
Yeah,
can
it's sort
Google
of-
it.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're like maybe like that big.
No, Google, I do not want the song by the Runaways.
D&D, ruining your search history.
We're on a list now.
Eh.
Every other search term beginning D&D 5e.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So I guess we get out of the tent.
You walk out of there with your little fairy bombs.
Okay.
And yeah.
So everyone, what is the
Yes.
plan now? What do we do? Because we have very little information. We don't even know what our targets look like. What do we do?
I was thinking we get led there. I'm hoping our guides know the way. A stealth mission, see if we can rat out who looks like they're in charge, process of elimination, cause a distraction, and go from there. If they seem like they are someone we want to take out.
Sounds good to me. I know we've got some folks here who can do an invisibility thing, if I recall correctly. I can turn into a small animal to not attract much notice, and I do speak Goblin, and I don't know if any of you speak Goblin, so I guess I probably will have to participate in the reconnaissance kind of stuff going on.
Yes. The little animal is a good idea, but
That's
not
cute.
too little, because otherwise maybe they will think they can eat you, and
Oh, that's a good point.
we don't want that.
I was thinking a rat, but rats are a little too edible. That's a good point.
True. Maybe go with something, not appetizing. But what is not appetizing to a goblin?
Badger.
An armadillo.
Armadillo is good. They have lots of, tough. Not good for eating.
Badgers can fuck you up.
True.
I do have badger on my short list of wild shape animals, but I don't know if D&D armadillo. Oh no, yeah, D&D armadillos are a thing. Except I don't know if Taylor would have ever really seen an armadillo. What's an armadillo?
An armadillo.
Armadillos.
Badgers are not good for eating
No.
or for petting.
No, they really are not. They are very good for protecting themselves. That is one thing I will give them.
Yes.
I am not the most stealthy. I can walk a little bit silent, but
I have things that can make us stealthy. I have Pass Without a Trace. And if we get there, once it gets dark, I can make us even darker. So, well, I think it's actually too much dark. I have Pass Without a Trace, though.
Okay.
Is that something that you can apply to other people? I don't remember.
Pass Without a Trace? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That affects
Like 30 feet?
30 feet.
Helen,
30 feet including me.
How are you on silent missions?
He's busy being an idiot in the group chat.
Sorry. I'm good with silent missions. I have +3 stealth.
Oh, you are. You are being an idiot in the group chat. Sorry.
If I trusted my singing voice better, I would have actually just sang it out.
Please do.
You have your drums. That's what you can do to distract them.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my dissonant whispers to just sing, "Hey there, little goblin, what's gone wrong with your prosthetic? It seems your spork has just gone missing and you have a slight numb feeling, ooh-ah-ew. Go to the hospital, you should do. You know it's true."
Oh, how
you have gangrene.
Oh,
it's spreading to your teeth.
Complete, I need a full cover of that at some point.
Anyways,
So yeah, as you're singing that song,
plus 3 stealth, so I'm good with the stealth mission. And with my acrobatics skills, I should be able to, and my high dex, I should be good for that. I don't think I have pass without trace, but
I do.
yeah, I should be good.
I have 2 pass that.
Oh, sick! Could you
Nice.
share
I know.
them?
Yeah, and Targor.
I have to have silence too. I can cast silence as well.
Good. And yeah, Targor, how are you with the stealth?
I can be quiet. I will not.
Okay. Well, all right. So I guess we go until we find the marsh, and then we try to see where we go from there.
Does Mickey know where this is? The southern swamp?
As you're talking and stuff, he approaches, and you see, like, behind him, Grug is sort of taking that goblin he was being a bit rough with before, and he's kind of propped him back up, and he's patting him down, getting him to stop him and stuff. He gives him a pat on the butt and sends him on his way. And yeah, Mikhail approaches and says, like, right, well, if we go back the way we came, I can sort of point out to you where the swamp should be, and we'll have to go back north to deal with this whole spider situation.
You're not coming with us?
Oh, no, this is you. I got my own stuff to deal with.
Okay.
But when you get back and you're successful, I'll see that you get paid. And I'll rewrite that review for you.
2 reviews.
2 reviews, yes.
Okay.
Make sure the spiders don't get you. We really
totally
want
fine.
that review.
Luann,
they puts her name on one of those reviews.
Beg your pardon?
And that the princess puts her name on one of those reviews.
Yes, oh, she will. Don't worry.
All right. Well, good luck in your spider killing endeavors, and well, I hope we will see each other when we are both successful.
I'm sure that we will. And yeah, so you part ways at the edge of this path that you were just on, and then he says, yeah, if you go down south, you'll hit at the crossroads. Keep going to the forest. A few hours down that you can't miss it.
Okay.
2 hours?
A few hours, yeah. So you have to trudge through a forest before you get to the swamp for a little bit. Not long.
Okay.
All right. Little logistical question: did we have enough food? Were we good on like rations, things like that?
In this situation, you'd be totally fine. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. A lot of the time, I'll just assume that in sort of pretty populated areas, you'll be pretty good with food. It's only if you sort of go to the outskirts of the safe world that you might have to do some survival stuff.
Okay, great. And
you'll be notified if that's going to happen too. So yeah, we'll just drop it on you.
Excellent.
Okay, cool. So you trudge on down the road, and yeah, you find that crossroads and start heading off into the forest. And after a few hours, it does start to get a little bit sloshy and murky and muddy. And quickly just move everybody to the right part of the map. There you are.
Singing to pass the time. Hey there, little goblin. Oh, Shargay. You scare me so much. Don't blow us up. Oh.
Thargor's humming along off key.
Yep, I have a flute. Yep, Bertha's gonna just get out her flute and start jamming.
Yeah, jam session.
Yeah.
I got the drums.
Yep. We've become a marching
Hold
band
on,
suddenly.
Wait, so
I'm gonna see how good. Oh, I'm gonna see how good I am at singing in the royal performance. I have a -1. 15.
Bad.
Yeah.
This is a good little jam you got going on.
Alright, so like, am I basically just like a pseudo bard? Like I write music.
Yep.
But it's not magical music, it's just normal music. That's the difference.
Just music.
All music is magical, but yeah, this is mundane.
You're a minstrel, not a bard.
This is like, that's what I did in college with my roommate is just Mad Libs musical Mad Libs like that. So it's just that's the extent of my songwriting capabilities, is being able to take existing songs and write terrible off-brand lyrics for them.
Hey, I'm not even good at that.
That's
so
a good board.
Yep.
That's a good board.
Can
We,
go triple class next time we level up. Just do a monk level, a warlock level, and a bard level.
All of them are level
triple
1.
class.
I'm just collecting level 1 level
Jack
1
of all
classes.
trades.
Yeah.
Okay, you should all be
The tiefling.
in the right place
The
now.
tiefling I made.
I just see
I
black.
see a black
Black
screen.
As do
You might need to scroll down a bit.
No, I switched it off, but
There it is.
Castaways.
Oh, there we are.
We are castaways. It's just black. Oh, it's at the very, very bottom.
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
It's
Farther than you think
a
you do.
big map.
Oh, is the rest of it? Oh, we're gonna like do real-time map, aren't we?
Yes.
I'm so bad at. Without like a mouse, it's really hard to get around D&D Beyond.
Oh shit, it would be. Yeah, you gotta get yourself a mouse.
Okay.
there we go.
I can't. I'm just gonna look at the stream. Okay.
Okay, and it might need you to just give yourself full health, Berta, because you're missing a bit of health there.
I think I forgot last time too. Sorry. There was a
You make sure you're all
That's
rested
not-
and stuff too, of course.
That's something you don't want to hear the DM to say. Make sure you have full health.
Yep.
Well, you know,
Mm.
anything could happen. It's D&D.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
When
definitely.
when you see the save checkpoint before you go into the next room, the dungeon.
Yep.
Check
You
everything.
know it's going to
check-
be bad if you
Make sure
walk ahead and find like a dozen potions. You know you're in trouble. So I'll just describe what you can see here. Now you've sort of wandered into this swamp, and it's fairly foggy. This is daytime still. Let's say maybe at this stage, probably about 3 o'clock. And it's, pretty foggy in here still, even though it's quite late in the day. And you're on this sort of grassy, mossy outcrop of land, and these sort of light grey areas. They are submerged, but you reckon you could probably wade through them with half speed. And also just you left there's a little tree sticking out of the swamp as well, just for flavour.
Right.
Right, so where would you like to go?
Can we see anything in the distance? Can we tell we're
Give me
coming upon a camp?
persuasion check. Not persuasion shit.
Persuasion?
Perception check. Persuade the fog to get out of the way. Perception check.
See, I almost added a spell that allows me to like dispel fog over small areas, but I didn't.
15, motherfucker.
Okay, I'll say that's pretty good. So what you can see
Where the
here.
fuck are we?
I'll
Oh, I
reveal
rolled
some
persuasion.
I thought you did that on purpose.
character- Could you please
No,
check
I
that
didn't.
too? Perception. I've broken you poor people. Oh.
Hold on, wait,
Uh,
no,
You'll have to
no,
wander
no, wait,
into the fog.
wait.
Do we all roll
Wait.
perception?
Wait, no,
Yeah, can I?
DM.
Yeah.
Can I make... Shh, hold on. DM, can I just take that
yeah.
roll? Because my perception is still a +1. It just has the wrong name under it. Can I just take that roll?
I will allow
I
it this
just rolled
one
the wrong one
time.
because it's...
It's just this one time because it was like 3 months since the last session, so yeah. Okay, so as you
Because if I
peer ahead,
rolled a dice.
But still, can we all roll perception?
it's not going to get much better than that.
All right.
So as you peer ahead, this is what you see,
Oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
and you see lots of dead bodies sort of laid out, goblin and human. laid out maybe as some kind of warning.
Are they fresh?
That's not good.
Varying.
Very fresh?
Varying of freshness.
Burying.
Yes. So some fresher than others.
Can I roll investigation
cast-
on one of those dead bodies?
Yeah, would you like to approach one?
Yes. The one on the left, so
Feel free to move your cursor if you like.
yeah.
There you go. Woohoo. Okay, so investigation. Yep. Roll that for us.
I
nice.
very intelligently poke it with a stick.
I cast
okay,
Path
so
Without
as
a
you...
Trace.
Good idea. So as you do that, you do see that it is a human body wearing pretty standard sort of traveling attire, although none of their goods are with them, and they've been killed by several small stab wounds.
Guys, I think he's dead.
Good job.
Okay, and what did you say from?
Well, it's hard to say what exactly, but there's definitely a bunch of stab wounds in his chest.
We took it off the road.
Oh, well, that sounds like the way he died.
Yeah, I agree that we should get off the road. We should not take the main route into camp. That's just asking for trouble.
I'm gonna go investigate the other body.
Okay.
So, investigation?
Yep.
I'm not
So you're
very
still
good
not a
at
horse,
it.
by the way. Okay, so you look down at this body. It looks like it's a pretty far along decomposed. You're assuming a goblin, and certainly it has the sort of white crown insignia of the Nashfang goblins too. So it looks like this was a long dead Nashfang goblin.
Okay.
I want to
Well,
look around and keep an eye out for any threats approaching.
at least it doesn't look too fresh. So I don't think they're right, right here. But I would still be careful.
Can we, is there a bunch of trees across that we can kind of stealth back and forth between?
Well, you can sort of see there's that tree there, which, come on, do your thing. I don't know quite how you make the little circles appear around your cursor, but bottom left there's a tree, and you see just to the right of Thargor there's a tree sort of in the fog as well too.
Mm-hmm.
You click and hold to get it to ping.
Oh well, that's I know why. It's because I'm in fog mode. That's why. So yeah. There we go. So yep, there's a little tree there that you can sort of see the edge of, and that tree down there, as far as you can see so far.
Okay, let's we'll move off the road.
I agree.
Is that a pile of bodies ahead?
Yes, it is.
Cool. We move off the road.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow closely to the person who's passing without who's the person who's making us extra stealthy. I'm just gonna like.
Yep.
I love that your token like just shifted really slightly towards Mero, and you're kind of just crowding around now.
30 feet, guys.
Each of these squares is 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not.
So
I can't get to that page, so I can't move myself. You'll have to move me for me if we're moving around.
Okay.
We continue on. Let's go to the. Looks like there's more. Do you want to go to the left side or the right side of the road? Looks like there's more bodies on the right.
Let's go left.
Yeah.
Okay.
no, at least the bodies really are not fresh. So
Yeah.
So kind
So
of
we'll travel down the left.
like over like this way. Like how far off the sorry, I'm trying to do the double click thing and it was working before, but it's not now.
off the road, yeah.
Like over here. Like
Like
further to the left or like parallel to the road?
I think parallel to the road, but like where we have like the cover with the trees.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Hmm.
I think that makes sense. I'm just moving my token to kind of gesture. I don't mean to like imply that Taylor's just like running around.
Just ran 100 feet and sprinting back and forth.
Would there be any kind of like tall grasses or things like that that could at least like partially, cover us?
Mhm.
Let's see, because a lot of the grasses in the off-road section are underwater.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, so
But
we're
yeah, I mean,
already in the swamp.
Are we taking a
Yes.
movement penalty by going off the road?
you absolutely are, yes. So it's
Uh,
difficult terrain when you
I-
go off-road.
Jeez.
In that case, I vote we stay on the road.
Yeah. Because just like traipsing through a swamp that we don't know if there are like, little critters that could hurt us in. I don't know. Not good.
Okay.
I don't think I like leeches.
We can deal with
If you
leeches.
say so.
Leeches are no big deal. It's stab wounds that are hard.
Well,
We have hacks out of trees and we can hide behind the bodies.
also, I think leeches and stabs are, pretty similar. Leeches kind of stab you with teeth.
Yeah,
And
but
then
the
they
teeth
suck
are a
blood.
lot smaller, so it's a lot easier to heal. And you just have to drink a lot of water to replace the blood that they suck out of you. It's not really as big of a deal. I wouldn't be worried about it if I were you.
Yeah, but a small stab is the same. Small teeth, and then drink water. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No big deal.
My hack that tree burns out in an hour.
Yeah, let's hurry.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
people.
so you're all going to be stealthing down the road, pretty much?
Yep.
Okay. So move to the end of the fog for us. I'll move Mara.
Thank you.
Can I investigate this pile of bodies? Like, I want to see if there's
Absolutely.
anything different about why it would be a pile as opposed to. That's investigation.
Yeah, sure, investigate it.
I think is what you said.
Actually, do perception
Or-
for us, because I think you want to sort of figure out why it's being done. So do perception.
Yeah. Perception. God damn it. 5.
Yeah, you don't know. It's just like there's a whole bunch of bodies laid out, and then suddenly just a big pile of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So give us your stealth rolls now.
All right.
Everybody.
Oh, excuse me.
Don't forget you all have that plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
That helps. Yeah.
Stealthy as fuck.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's survival. Fuck. Fuck
With the-
my life. Stealth.
Hey, with the plus 10, that's actually I'm very
That's-
stealthy.
Yeah.
All be pretty good.
Yeah, we needed that fast with our tree.
Yep.
Mhm. So Bertha is like, yes, I'm back in my element, nature. She starts just like patting around, just silently.
Okay. So let's see. The smallest one was 16 from Mara.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, well, that's good to know. Now, let's see. Let's peer into the fog, shall we? Give me that perception.
Perception?
Is there a designated person?
Whoever. Because you're all kind of doing it, so if you want to do it, feel free. Or we can just go with the
Yeah.
highest person.
Ursa can see real well.
I actually have decent perception. I'd forgotten that I had that.
You do, actually, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so Vitala can see pretty good. So what she can see as you're all being pretty stealthy, is
Really just like distracted by fauna and flora. She's like, oh, reeds. Huh, bugs.
there we go. That's what you can see.
Oh boy.
Okay, well
I think
that was close.
yeah.
Just a little bit more down. Oh,
Yeah, so
there
you
we
can
go.
see a little campsite with crudely sort of made walls with little towers in which two goblins are standing up there, as well as that goblin in the back there too.
Okay. Well, I guess this is where it gets even more difficult.
So does Tella tell us? Because otherwise Bertha does not see anything. Gonna keep going.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I will just kind of like throw my hands out and be like, guys, there's a fortress and people, or walls at least, and goblins guarding it, and let's not get any closer without a solid plan how we're gonna proceed. There are two people guarding it, one person up on a tower, I think, one person inside, some tents. Just kind of generally describing it.
Should have brought cookies.
Why cookies?
Because everybody likes cookies.
Very true.
Good point.
We do have cherry bombs, though.
I don't think they will taste as good.
No. But if we need a distraction,
True.
Um,
We could either distract them to go into the camp, or we have to go around in the swamp.
Hold on 1 second. I'm reading.
Those are our two options.
Tala, do the walls seem very solid?
Hey DM, do the walls seem very solid?
Give me a perception check on those walls. With disadvantage because you're peering through the fog.
Okay.
So I think hold control and click.
Okay. Yeah. I have no
You're
idea.
not sure.
They can't
Right now,
really
as
see.
far as the wall go, you're kind of seeing it just as a silhouette, so you can't really see the makeup of it.
Because if it had not been, if it's not very strong, maybe we could go cause some disrepair on one end, so that some of you can go through the other end.
DM, would I be able to move? What's the I guess would that be a perception check to see if I can move another 10 feet forward without being seen?
I'm going to say yes. See if it's a possible thing for you. I mean, probably. With that roll 3.
Yeah.
I reckon you can probably just walk right up to him. With that.
Cause so the range on my they don't know about my warlockness yet, because I specifically haven't told them.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna move just to the front of the group. And I apologize, stream. I'm going to check distance. Okay, so I'm exactly 60 feet. I would like to cast Dissonant Whisper on all three of these guys. Oh no, sorry, it's one. It's character of one character of my choice.
That's right. Yeah.
No, I want to cast Cause Fear, because that's yeah.
Cause Fear.
What does that do?
So
good question.
I mean, what it says in the tin.
You awaken the sense of mortality of one creature. Oh, Why aren't either of these ranged?
You give him the existential crisis?
Basically, both of those spells give. You know what? We're calling Dissonant Whisper. I'm gonna cast it on the right gentleman. At the.
Okay, and you're just going to straight up just attack him?
Yes.
Okay. Just cause some damage.
I mean, that sounds
But
like
you're attacking him? We're not attacking him.
We're doing stealth. What happened to stealth?
That's what happened last time.
Maybe you should save that for when we're in a more immediate danger. I think we should try to avoid alerting anyone to our presence for a while.
So I should use Cause Fear because it doesn't cause any damage, and it's more likely to just scare the crap out of them.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm not even sure we want them to be afraid yet. I don't think we even want them to. If they're afraid, then they're on edge. If they're on edge, then they're paying attention. That seems not ideal.
What I'm hoping will happen is that this guy will become scared and he will flee his post, and that will create the distraction we need to either move around this or gain the advantage, gain the upper hand on this. Because that's so. I guess not directly dealing damage immediately and bringing us into conflict would be ideal. But I am hoping to use this to give us an advantage and give us a distraction that without expelling any of our cherry bombs that we might want to save for the generals later.
Well, they don't do any damage.
No, they're mostly for distraction. Yeah, but truly, I think we would be better.
Let's go around.
Yeah, going around.
Just kind of like walk around the perimeter, sneak around the perimeter to kind of get a sense of how big the space is, and if there's anywhere that we can try to sneak in, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again,
I don't think we need a distraction yet, although that's.
Mhm.
I think that could be useful later, but I think right now we should just try to get a sense of what's going on in the whole establishment rather than immediately doing anything
That is
to
a very good
anyone in
idea.
particular.
Tala, you seem to know you seem to know goblins better than I do. Are they very good at seeing and hearing?
Oh gosh. I mean, do goblins? I honestly don't remember. Player Perry does not remember. I feel like Taylor would know if they have like acute hearing and like dark vision, but I don't know.
Okay, I'll see what Taylor would know about goblins. Let's see.
What do I roll?
Well, give me a. That's weird. I mean, what would you do for this? Because, like, sort of how well you know your goblin friends.
Yeah, it's weird to me that there's not like a culture check.
Yeah,
There's like a
there was like a
history
previous
check, but
one.
there's not like a culture check.
Yeah.
Isn't that
I guess just do perception check, because sort of perceiving somebody that you know, but do it with advantage because you've been around goblins quite a bit.
Is that you said control
shift and click.
is disadvantage, so shift advantage.
Yep.
God damn it. No, that's my last one. Sorry. It didn't go. I'm just gonna roll it twice.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Also not great.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure. Not 100% sure how well the goblins can perceive things.
That's a good question.
All right. I mean, we are at least a little bit protected by the fog, but...
And by Pass Without Trace.
Well, yes, but I think we still need to be careful.
Of course.
So, I say maybe we take a bit of a longer route until we can get to the back. not quite as close to the road. So maybe they don't look that way as much.
Yes, I agree. Perfect.
All right. So, which way do we go?
Doesn't matter.
I vote right, completely arbitrarily.
Sure. Mara, we will all follow you. We kind of have to stay
Well,
close.
yeah,
to
let's
you.
go right. Let's go
Okay.
right because there's less goblins over that way.
Okay, so how about sort of there-ish for now? There we are. I'll move you, and I'll give you a bit of visibility for what you can see. There we are. So maybe a little bit down too.
We keep moving up.
Yeah, I think we should just kind of keep moving.
Okay, so keep moving up here. Yep. Now, you can now see. Oh, come on. There we go. You can now see a bit more like this.
Oh.
Okay. Is that a bridge?
Yes, there's a bridge that's sort of sticking up above the shallow swamp area. Little tiny footbridge. And yeah, you could easily go under it. Wouldn't be too bad. But also that darker area, sort of there-ish. That looks like it's the water's going down a bit deeper. You might have to swim through that.
Okay.
So Bertha's gonna start looking around her in the water and the reeds and everything, just to see if there are maybe traces of anything potentially dangerous or at least unpleasant.
Yeah, sure,
'Cause
absolutely.
the fact that there is a footbridge and they've actually taken the trouble of constructing stuff to not be in the swamp is a little worrisome.
Give me a perception check on the area around you then.
All right, will do.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
Hey, I can see. All this time wasn't paying attention in front of me, was just looking at flora and fauna.
Okay, so as you sort of look down, you realize that you know a bit about swamps, and this swamp, at least in this area that you're currently in, seems to be sort of I don't want to say maintained, but sort of cleared out of things. So you don't see a lot of no signs of big creatures sort of lurking around this area. It's anything too dangerous. There's always like bugs and small amphibians and whatnot that you can sort of see traces of. But anything big and scary, nothing in this particular area.
Okay, so
it looks like the bridge was kind of constructed as a comfort thing.
Okay, so they seem to be at least kind of Oh, gosh, ils font de l'aménagement. Right. Yes. So they kind of clear it out.
Yeah, so they've maintained this area a bit for themselves.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. Well, doesn't seem like we're gonna encounter too many big scary things. So, do you want to go under the bridge?
I think we should keep going. Just kind of keep going.
Let's follow the bridge.
Okay.
Follow the bridge to the right and see where that goes.
To the right. Okay.
Because that's probably just the beginning. That's probably just like the watchtower area.
Yeah, good point.
Good idea.
Okay, so I'm going to pop you there.
Okay.
Okay, so here we are in the swamp.
We out here.
I think we should go a little further to the right to see where that bridge is leading.
Yeah, I'm very curious now.
I think that bridge is the main bit of the Goblin camp.
Is the bridge like high up or is it just over the swamp?
Maybe like a foot or two over the swamp.
Okay.
So you can easily get
we're-
under it, but it's above enough so that it's people don't get grubby if they walk across the bridge.
And we are trekking like directly through the swamp.
Yes.
Goblins are
sloshing around.
famously clumsy.
Okay.
Can I get stealth checks, please? I assume we're still stealthing.
Yes.
Yep, and you still have the +10.
Yay. Also, that doggo is adorable.
This is Tika. On stealth.
Yes, please.
Mm,
Ooh.
Good.
Well, thankfully you got that stuff going.
Yep.
I'm going to be friendly DM and just open up this.
I got a 14.
Oh,
Look at you.
why do you have disadvantage?
Armor.
Oh, of course.
Um,
Yes.
Right.
Glad you remember. I always forget
there
that.
it is.
I didn't remember it. D&D Beyond remembered it.
Oh, well, good on them. I love D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond members.
I never
Okay, so-
remember.
Now,
Can you zoom in
you are
on
still
that,
stealth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of.
Thank you.
Sorry, Thargor, you're getting.
That's fine. Okay. So we have 4. Are those gnolls?
The goblins. Oh, sorry,
Goblins.
kobolds.
Kobolds.
Are those like pits? What are those?
Well, you can see what. I lost myself now. There we are. You can see 4 kind of pits going into the ground. You can't really see what's in them. And then this sort of island's on a bit of a slope, so it kind of slopes down into these big kind of like those wine crushing pits, the grape crushing pits with 2 kobolds apiece in them, kind of stomping around. And then that's kind of funneling down into a little kind of funneling system at the end there. And at the end there is a kobold, but it looks like a fancy kobold. It's got these kind of fake wings attached to it, and it's looks a bit better dressed than the other kobolds.
Wait, fake wings?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fake
do they
wings.
look like Icarus style trying to be functional, or like fancy dress up like diaphanous fairy wing like costume?
Or do they
Style.
look like he's
Perception check
trying to
with
pretend to be a
disadvantage.
dragon?
I figured out how to use I figured out how to use Roll20. Okay.
All right.
Okay, great.
What did you
I
say?
can see
Reese?
the map now.
Perception check on that kobold.
You said
with
with
disadvantage.
disadvantage? Okay.
Yes.
So how do you roll with disadvantage?
Oh.
Control and click.
Control. All right. Will do. Or try to do at least.
There we go.
Nope.
Yeah, you've got. All you see is kind of like these silhouetted wings, but they don't look like they're real wings. But you can't really see their purpose.
I
Yeah.
think we should investigate a little more before we make a play, because this doesn't look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
We weren't
perception.
told anything about kobolds.
That is true.
Yeah. I want to find out more before we just go and start doing stuff.
Yeah, it seems to me
Would-
like there's some shenanigans going on.
Would somebody who is smarter than Thargor know if goblins and kobolds normally do stuff together?
Give me a history check.
I'll roll the history check. I guess that's supposed to be my thing. Yeah, no. It ain't my thing.
I think
I'll try
The history
to.
if he wants.
Definitely not Bertha's thing, so
I know so much.
I
I know everything.
I've just apparently I like misread the labels in the library and I just read the fiction section.
Wow. And Thargor just somehow, just encyclopedic knowledge just flowing out.
Me and
He has
Thargor,
heard
we know
stories
so
about
much.
he's heard stories about kobolds because he feels like they're kin.
Oh.
Okay, well, as far as
Yeah.
what Mera and Thargo know about kobolds and goblins, they work in similar circles, I guess. So, yeah, you can see them together, but more often than not, the kobolds are kind of like slaves, but not necessarily all the time. Slaves to like cheap
Is
labor.
Is this goblin over here, does he look like he's running the show, or what's he up to?
Give me a
On the
perception check
left.
on him.
Perception.
Yep.
13.
Okay. That goblin is straight up peeing into that pit.
Okay. And there's people stomping around in it?
Hang on. Is I'm assuming wine or like grape juice flowing from the big vats into the pits where this
Wine or
goblin
grape
is
juice?
peeing?
I just said it looks like like those barrels that Isle of Lucy
Okay,
kind of
alright.
stomps in.
Did you
Yeah, but
see-
essentially those pits are flowing into those big barrels,
And we
which
can't
are
see
flowing
what
into.
we can't see what is flowing out of them.
You know, at this
Is
stage,
that like a
no.
trough at the end?
It's not blood.
It's it's a bit like a trough, yeah.
Did you see that there were people stomping around in it?
Kobolds, yes.
Okay. So there's a goblin peeing in a thing, and then the kobold is just stomping in the pee.
Yeah, there's 4 kobolds, yeah.
And then the guy on the far right, who is that?
That's the fancy looking
That's the
kobold.
wing one?
Yeah.
And then the last one up by the,
Yeah, what about this one?
I don't know.
Yeah, that
one?
guy, he's another kobold, but he's got like a whole bunch of gear with him.
What kind of gear?
Is he doing anything?
He's right now. He's kind of just observing. He's standing watch.
What kind of gear does he have on him?
Give me a perception check, and with this range with disadvantage.
Okay. 8.
8. You can't really tell. It just kind of looks like he's got a lot of extra bulk on his person.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, so we see what's going on here.
Yeah, I kind of think we should go back and. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
I was actually going to say, should we, it looks like this is a dead end here. Should we go back and see what else is in this camp?
I think so, yeah.
We should go. Yeah, we should go north and kind of follow around the deeper part of the swamp. So that we don't have to swim, because I am super not down for swimming. Because if we get caught while we're swimming, we're gonna be insanely vulnerable.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
No. Just kind of go back up around where we were.
Yeah, that ping.
Kind of
exactly.
like back up around here.
Yeah.
See if there's something behind this area to the left.
Agreed.
Okay.
So happy I figured out how to use this map.
All right, give me those stealth checks again.
Plus the 10.
Thank goodness.
22, 20, 27,
19.
17.
Okay.
So this time, it's not quite as disastrous.
You got it.
Okay, you'll get a. What have I done here?
Thank your neighborhood monk today.
Thank you,
Yeah.
neighborhood monk.
Definitely.
I will reveal a
And I
bit
have another
more.
one too. So
Mara definitely coming in and saving the party.
There we
I'm a
go. So now you
rogue
can
monk.
see more of that stuff.
Okay. Does that one have eyebrows on him?
Yes, he's just another bigger goblin. There's not the same eyebrow goblin as before. It's just what I used to say. Hey, this is a boss goblin.
A boss goblin.
The one with the
Yes.
eyebrows is the boss goblin. So are those the ones we need to murder?
Who can
We
say?
don't know. He could just be a boss of that whole group.
I don't know. It's either they want us to murder the boss goblins or they want us to murder the kobolds because they said they were bigger. I don't know.
So the three generals. So it said 3 generals.
I would assume
Can I-
that they would be goblins, not the kobolds. If the kobolds are typically like laborers for goblins, like we were saying earlier.
I guess.
There was that one
Can I-
goblin off to the side on the eastern island.
That's true.
So
Can I do a quick perception on Mr. Angry Eyes and see if he looks like a general?
Absolutely.
Using my military knowledge. 6.
Yeah, you're not sure.
All right. Okie doke. Do we want to keep going
north.
up then?
Yeah,
Follow that bridge?
yeah.
Fucking keep trudging.
Okay.
Nope, that didn't work out. I fucked up.
Oh,
I'm stuck.
oh no.
Okay. For our next game, I am grabbing my mouse. Okay.
Alright, I guess move.
Did we need to make any stealth for that?
Yeah, give us some stealth checks too.
Why did you remind him?
Oh no, I was gonna say it.
Teacher, do your homework. 5.
Definitely an
Oh,
non-official. Oh,
no.
jeez.
It's a 12.
It is.
It's a 1 though.
It's a crit. Yeah, it's
Which
a
is-
Oh,
crit
it's in that
fail.
one. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Far enough away.
I mean,
Uh,
You're
rules
pretty
is
far
written.
away.
A natural 1 on our skill check is not always an auto fail.
right. Depends on the
Oh.
DM.
And guess what?
Depends on the DM.
It's an auto fail.
Oh.
Clicking.
Oh, no.
Alrighty, so you, as you're trudging along through, you hit like, I guess, an underwater pothole, and you kind of stumble, and you make a pretty big splash, and it's quite audible. Even in the very, very noisy swamp, with all the kind of, cicadas and swampy noises around it, it kind of rings out a bit.
Yeah, no, Bethany kind of
At least
just
in the-
clearly loses patience against the swamp and goes like, oh, Colis.
Are these
and
cicadas you mentioned, are they annual cicadas or 17-year cicadas? I need to know.
The broods.
the loud kind.
Okay, I throw a cherry bomb. So if Berta's
Well, you have to light it
here,
first.
I grab. Do I have a match? Thargor, light this.
He's not a fire dragon.
I don't have
You have a fire
a
dragon?
match.
I have a
Do you have a
tinder
tinder
I
box?
have a tinder box.
I have a tinder
I have
box.
I have a tinderbox. I have a tinderbox. I light it and I throw it like down this way. If you can see.
Missed it.
Yeah, I can see.
It's like, look, it came from another place.
Yeah, and when
like because Berta's here, so I throw it like over like here, so like it could like still have come from there, but farther away from where we are.
yeah, and
So-
then when she does that, I think I'm kind of going to like be like, oh, that's a good idea. And then kind of in the opposite direction, as far away as I can, I'm going to use my minor illusion cantrip to make like a loud, like cracking noise, kind of similar to the cherry bomb going off. To
Okay,
just
so
kind
we're
of
about
try
to
to
make that
like
noise.
I actually didn't see where that first noise, where that cherry bomb went. Could you click that again, Mackenzie?
It might be better
Like around
for
here.
Reese to click it because if you clicked in the fog, then we can't see it.
I'm not clicking in a fog.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
clicking down here.
Yep.
Oh, okay. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing. Can you do it one more time? Sorry, I think I wasn't scrolled out enough. There it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go kind of over here probably. Sorry, I'm trying to do the double click. You said it was a double click?
Click and
Hold.
hold.
Hold when I
Hold
do
it
it.
down. Up there.
There we go.
Yeah, so kind of in
Okay,
the other
okay.
direction to just kind of try to spread this out as much as possible.
Okay, so you
Don't-
quickly light that. Mara lights her cherry bomb and it starts hissing away with a little flame, and she throws it into the water down that way. There's a little
Oh,
plop
I'm a fucking
and-
idiot.
as the cherry bomb is
fucking
extinguished. But
I'm a fucking
the cracking
idiot.
sound over here. Now, a few things have to
Beth is-
happen right now.
Beth is gonna hear the sound and just kind of, like, slap down on the ground, just like.
Now,
You're gonna hide under the water?
Maybe not like completely under the water, but kind of just like, make a little ball.
So the guy at the top there's gonna go there. Because he's heard a sound just over here. Meanwhile, this chap now he's gonna walk up to around about there-ish.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. No, Bertha goes panic mode and just like submerges, like takes a deep breath and submerges herself for like as long as she can.
Is anybody else doing anything?
Shit, I don't think I can turn into any animals that can swim at my level.
I just pushed back. So like I lost my marker. There I am. I push back farther so he can't see me as well.
Thargor is
no,
gonna
I push-
see what Bertha was doing and mimic her. Do the same
I
thing.
think
just, like,
Taylor's going to too.
drop
I
down
think
into the
Taylor's
water.
also going to drop below the water.
Are we all going on? All right.
So I'm assuming
Um,
since it's a marsh, it's not like, there's plants in the way, there's other things. So it's not
a stealthing wouldn't be bad. Like it'd be doable in this area as long as you duck below water.
Mm-hmm.
Thargor is going to hold his top hat above the water, though.
Yeah.
Like maybe behind a clump of reeds or something.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and Hallis, what were you doing?
Well, I'm gonna follow Bertha's lead, and I'm gonna hide under the water. But
Oh God.
yeah,
All right, then I'll join them too if everyone goes underwater.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. It was a panic reaction.
well,
yeah,
the
but if everyone's doing
Everybody, please do your stealthing.
Oh God. All
are
right.
we still
So-
wait? Are we still hit with the pass without trace? Since
You are, yes.
okay.
it, ooh,
Oh jeez, come on. Ugh.
the
Hey,
Boulder sisters got scared.
Well,
Okay, which is funny because like you really should blend in easy out here. Now let's see what that guy is
Next.
going to.
See, I'm pretty sure Bertha
Roll.
has like an affinity for like red-ish clothing. So not stealthy in a marsh. Should have gotten some camo. Maybe she'll learn the lesson. Next time you want to go stealth in a marsh, just get something brown or green.
So that big goblin, he comes out and steps onto the little bridge/boardwalk he's got, and he peers out into the swamp around about the area that he heard splash. And he sort of waits for a beat, and then he goes back. Meanwhile, the goblin at the north, he sort of peers into the water where that he heard that sound that Taylor made, and he goes, "Huh," and leaves.
Oh my god.
Ugh. All right. So as she emerges from the water, Bertha is going to start to quickly look around to see what kinds of like plants there are, just to see if there's anything that she could maybe like cut and use as sort of a snorkel.
Oh, like a reed of some kind. Okay, give me
Yeah.
a investigation check. He's looking for a particular thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna go full
Because
Rambo.
well, see, she grew up in the wild, so I'm thinking that's her kind of stuff. All right. So you said investigation,
Yes.
which I'm not good at,
Oh,
but okay.
not bad. I mean, that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sure enough, you do see in amongst like another bush. Looks like some reedy plants have actually grown through. So you actually see a bushel of reeds that you could probably fashion into a snorkel pretty quickly.
All right. So, would you allow me to make a few of them to pass around, or just one?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Go for it.
Yep. So I would definitely like take out like a pocket knife, like something that I use to cut up meat or whatever, and just start like cutting them and giving them to people, and being like,
This is a delicate operation. Give me a sleight of hand check.
okay, sure. Could I negotiate that into a survival?
Yes, you can.
Okay, because I think since she has background in like surviving in natural environments, that's
That makes perfect sense.
okay. Great.
Okay.
All right.
So that's a 13.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a hard operation. It's really kind of just making sure you don't crush it when you cut it. And so, yeah, you do fashion 5 little snorkel tubes.
Yep. So I give them to everyone, and I go, okay. So if that happens again, you can breathe through that, and we stay under the water until we think it's safe. Okay?
Thargor, make sure that you put the snorkel above the water while you're breathing through it.
Yes. It is very important.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you know, one
If you
end
say
in
so.
your mouth, the other end above the water, and then you're good. Okay. Let's try again.
So are we sneaking further north, or are we?
Yeah, I'm thinking further northeast.
It looks like if we keep going northeast, we're gonna hit some of the deeper water. We're gonna
I
have
think
to
that's
go
a good idea, kind of
northwest.
ducking under the bridge and going kind of not quite that close to the island, but like over here.
Yeah,
This
because
way?
there's deep water.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's deep water there.
Okay, I will reveal a little bit more of this area for you.
I'm picturing Taylor like kind of sneaking with like just her eyes above the water, or like one eye above the water, and she has her snorkel and is going like like trying to remain as hidden
Crocodile.
as possible.
Oh, like a hippopotamus. Just the eyes and the nostrils.
Eyes.
Okay. Let's.
And give me
Some-
stealth checks.
Okay. Starting to be afraid of the stealth checks.
I know, right?
You shouldn't be.
Hey,
Oh,
that's right.
Argo!
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But we have a 20 though.
I have a
Berta
20.
got a 20.
Yeah,
Can-
Argo didn't.
Can Berta like use her 20 to like help Thargor?
No.
No.
Fuck.
Okay, but at least now we do have snorkels. So we can again just like underwater and wait for a little bit.
And I think Taylor's gonna do the kind of thing where she did before, with like making casting a minor illusion kind of like splashy noise, kind of closer to where that guard is, kind of over here. Again, to try to get him to look away.
Okay. If I could get Thargor to move to his final position. Thank you. Okay, so another bit of noise over here.
Yeah.
So at this stage, this goblin's going to just straight up walk into the water. He's like, yeah, I definitely heard something that time. It was right next to me. What's going on? And I need everybody else to do stealth checks while he has a peek around.
Hallinus, maybe now is a good time to cast Fear.
So I have to do another one?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, I just got a nat 20. Come on.
Although if you are all ducking below the water, do it with advantage.
Okay. I am
Because you're,
definitely ducking.
Yeah.
I got a 21, I'm fine.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, I got my 14's gonna.
Okay,
I got
14.
a 14 both times, so.
Yeah, 24.
I mean, 14 plus 10 is good.
Yeah, I don't know that I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to that for a moment.
Okay.
Let's see what he does.
So yeah, he comes out and he's sort of peeking in the water below his feet, and he looks around to where he thinks he may have heard another sound. And he's looking around, he's sniffing, he's sort of listening with his ear, and he's like, he kind of huffs and goes back to where he was before. And then you hear like sort of a pair of goblin voices talking.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Give me a perception check, Taylor.
Perception.
Not close enough.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, 20.
Yeah, it's really just like anything. Like, nope.
Okay.
And that's it.
Oh, I startled my cat. Hello, it's okay, Miss Bird. It's okay.
This is nerve-wracking.
I know, right?
Love it. I love this so much. This DM crack.
You're enjoying yourself.
Somebody has to.
Right, let's keep.
So we see it. There's kind of I don't know if that's like a landmass or a little tree kind of off to the left, off to the west over here.
Right.
Or if we should kind of keep trying to sneak around this kind of island here and see what's going up this way.
Feel free.
I'll roll perception on that to see what's to the west of us.
I think it's a tree.
Yeah, nat 20.
There's not a bridge.
Okay, well, you see, peering through the mist, the unmistakable silhouette of a drake.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Roll for tree.
It's a good fucking looking tree.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we should kind of keep going up, kind of north.
Yeah,
then,
I think
up
looping
here.
around.
Yeah, so we know there's two guys here. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Birdo now.
I'm just like, I'm not counting how far we're going.
I'm not really either. I'm just kind of moving to the edge.
Unless it's in battle, I will be counting steps, so that's fine.
Yeah. And if we fail another stealth check, Tella, hang on a second before you cast your illusion magic, because I want to try and give you, I want to try something with it.
Okay.
I also have a cantrip if like we want to like you make a sound and then I can like make like a look a something out in the distance.
That could be interesting.
I don't have a cantrip, but I have a cool feature that I'm going to try and tack onto that and persuade our DM.
Okay.
Half the team is just asking, like, please, Reese.
What, stealth checks?
Please, Reese, help us. See, the thing is, it sucks because I have silence, but it's just a fixed point.
I am the stealthiest person ever. The
Nice.
33.
Sorry, do we have to
Each
stop
round
again? Oh,
Yeah, doing
sorry.
selfies.
Each round we've each gotten a run. Oh,
Ooh.
Okay.
Thargor!
Alright. Bertha definitely learned
okay,
from
it's
her
13.
mistakes.
It's a +10. It's a +10, so that should be okay.
14 should be all right.
See?
Right?
Oh, shit.
Please.
Okay, let's see how
We've
this
gotten a
goes.
14 before.
So,
Oh, that's
Ah!
so as you
Ah!
approach, you see a warg with a goblin rider just in the through the mist there.
But
Now,
does
what's
he
he
look
gonna
like
do?
a general goblin?
That doesn't seem right. Wargs are a large category?
Yeah.
Do wargs speak a language?
Give me a nature check.
Are you gonna fear it?
19.
Yeah, you've actually read a bit about wargs, and you know that they speak their own special language as well as goblin.
So I have a feature or a trait called Awakened Mind, and I want to speak to this warg telepathically, and I would like to ask him to go see what's behind that tree. So I want to tell that warg that there's something over here telepathically.
Okay. Right.
Wait,
So
do we know if they've seen us?
I'm not
it
waiting.
looks like at this stage he hasn't. It looks like you're very, very stealthy. You're low to the water. There's a bit of mist around, and yeah, it looks like he hasn't seen you yet. Okay, give me a deception check.
Do you want me to make a noise behind that tree? I don't know if I can make one that far away.
I want to do this. I want this unassisted. Because if it completely fails, we still have the element of surprise. Whereas, if we're gonna have a limited number of those illusions that we can cast, and we.
It's a cantrip. I can cast it however many times I want.
But I mean, at some point, they're not gonna work anymore. Like,
Gotcha.
Every time we do that, we raise alarm.
Yeah.
So you don't feel confident in your. You haven't done this cantrip really much at all, but you weren't confident in your execution of it. However, he moves anyways, and the goblin on his back seems like confused, like he's trying to sort of direct him, and the warg sort of mutters something, and then he sort of sloshes along through the swamp behind that tree.
Book it.
Yeah, I want to go through the gap. We just created a gap, and I want to go through that.
Yeah. So now we'll have to look at movement speeds. So everybody, now if we're stealthing still, you're going to need to go at not dashing speed. And also that means slower speed too, so half your movement speed.
Okay, so 20
Alright.
feet.
Where is that?
That's on. If you look at the top of your D&D page, to the left of your health, there is inspiration and walking speed.
Oh, yes. Walking speed. Yes. Okay.
So if you tap Q while you're dragging, you'll see how far you're moving.
So
And so we're doing half of that?
Yes, half of your total movement speed, yeah.
Alright. So where are we booking it to?
I'm heading through the gap
Not
that the
working for
ward
me.
just vacated, because that's where we were kind of discussing going anyway.
Okay.
Um,
What do we need to hold to see how far we're going?
You can just tap Q.
Q,
You. Oh, alright.
and also
It
tap
doesn't work
it
for
again to like
me.
make corners and stuff.
I'm not sure if it's working.
not working.
I
for
think
me.
you have to
While you're
click
dragging.
and
Yeah, while you're dragging, sorry.
you click first and then you hit Q. That's what I found that I had to do.
Click
Click,
and hold.
Q,
Click,
first.
hold, and then hit Q. So.
and then is it
Click, hold,
tab?
Q. Okay.
So, yeah, if you
Okay,
watch
I was
my
like, right.
screen, that's what you should
Got
see
it.
while
Click,
you're.
Q.
Yeah.
Got it. Right.
Yeah, it's
So yeah,
not
click
telling
your
me.
character and drag it, and then tap Q.
So hold on to your character, then click Q. And don't let go of your
Aha.
character.
Exactly.
Now that works.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, have you moved, Thargor? There we go. Okay, and I'll need stealth. I won't do do stealth checks again. It's because you are moving to another position.
G.
Hey, it's better than
Because
my
while
last.
that,
Guilty guy, Thargor.
Yeah, no, Thargor is I mean,
Thargor's doing his best.
Yep.
Because while that warg is distracted by sort of looking at this area, the goblin is confused, so he's sort of looking around.
Okay, he's still 30
Ooh.
feet from me.
Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And the goblin's gaze immediately hits Thargor.
oh gee. That is not going to be good.
Yep.
So stealth
And
is not going to happen.
I would like to cast Cause Fear on that goblin.
go for it.
All right. So I hit cast. What do I? I've never used magic before.
If you hit pass, should.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. So I've got to do a DC 13 Wisdom save
Yes.
on the goblin.
Can't think of goblins very wisdomy.
Is wisdom enough to find out Thargor? But also no, he's not very wisdomy.
Okay.
So
he is frightened.
He is frightened.
Hi, Quinn.
Oops, yeah. So that means that he has to now frighten. Let's get the full specs on that.
Nat
So make sure I'm
20
doing it right.
Nat 20 DM. DM knowledge.
Yes. Okay, so now is the creature frightened of you in this instance?
It just said, oh yeah, becomes frightened of me. So I guess while I'm doing this, I am going to stand up and specifically attempt to deflect the goblin's gaze away from Thargor, and he's gonna focus. I want him to focus his attention on me, and just stay with me, buddy.
Eyes on me. Eyes on me.
I am living rent free in your head now.
Okay, this is
I'm
good.
the scariest motherfucker you've ever seen.
So he he looks at you, and he suddenly just looks terrified. But at the same time, he does scream out like "intruders" in Goblin, which means
I cast silence on him.
Okay, you want to cast silence before I can do that? Fantastic, I love it. Okay. Now silence is just a thing that happens. There's no rolls against it, hey?
No.
Okay, great. So yeah, he goes to say something, and yep, sure enough. How big is the radius in silence?
I think it's 20 feet. Let me look.
You might have to be a little closer. He's exactly 30 feet.
Oh
away
no,
from
my
me.
range is fine. My range is fine. It's a 20-foot radius sphere. 20-foot radius sphere, and I can cast it up to 120 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be centered on the caster.
No.
Okay.
Nice.
So
That's not nice.
So yeah, he goes to open his mouth to say something, and sure enough, whoomp, there's no sound happens.
Okay.
well,
While he's in
yeah.
the silent zone, Bertha is gonna try to get as close as she can to do battle with it in the silent zone.
Okay.
It's gonna take me a couple of rounds to get there. So,
Well, I think that we might have to do some initiative then.
all right.
So make sure you got your character selected and roll initiative in D&D Beyond.
Yep.
How long does silence last, out of curiosity?
1 second. Well, I can get to him in 1 round. Silence lasts 10 minutes. It's concentration.
Then I suggest Mara stays relatively out of combat.
Yeah.
Where the heck?
Yeah,
is
and I also probably am going to have to kind of
English?
stay a little bit out of combat since the since my spell where is it? Since cause fear is concentration based as well, so if one or both of us is not careful, like what are the so he gets to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Is he gonna take disadvantage on attacks, or like I guess what benefit is he going, or am I getting out of that as far as he's concerned?
So, sorry. So advantage for you. It means that he can't get closer to you,
Okay.
which is the thing. And also, attacks against you have disadvantage.
Nice.
Let's go a little bit bigger.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's 20 feet.
so with fear, you
It's a
can
big sphere.
keep him from getting out of the silence sphere.
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna.
Ooh.
if
Yeah.
he tries to come towards us, but you keep him like not advancing too much, that can be good.
Yeah. The downside is that
It's
with our
20
movement penalty
20
right
feet
now,
almost hits me.
yeah, I'm not going to be able to move to the far side of him yet, because then I could pinch him in towards you guys, and keep him contained there.
True. But hey, still better than nothing for the moment.
20 feet is. I was like, well, shit, where was I? It's like here. 5, 10, 15, 20. It'd be right here. Okay. 5, 10, 15. So the sphere should go out to here.
There you go. 5, 10. Are you centering it on the goblin or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
So that should be fine.
Cool.
Can you still see it? The little bubble off. Oh wait, you can't. Sorry, you can't see shit. Let me get that
half
battlefield
of it.
open for you. Sorry.
Can see half of it.
That's just for this. Oops, what am I doing? Just for the sake of the battle. There we go.
Cool.
Okay.
Mara, you and I should.
Yeah, right on
you
the
and I should
right
stick
on the center of them.
Yeah, Mara, you and I should stick together and not move
Okay.
too far away from each other, because he's not really going to advance towards me, since he's frightened of me, and so I have that fear. So you're going to be able to hold your concentration for the full duration, or more likely to.
What would break my concentration?
Getting attacked. I think if you get severely attacked, you'll lose concentration.
You get severely attacked. You have to do Constitution's. Wait, think it's a wisdom save, based on half the damage that you've taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty wisdomy.
Good.
Fingers crossed.
I got a 13.
Okay, so the goblin's kind of freaking out. But it's Taylor's turn first. So what's Taylor gonna do?
Oh gosh. Sorry, let me get back to that map. And zoom in. I should have done that before. I did not expect to go first, considering that I only rolled 16.
No, we don't want to
Wait,
kill him.
I rolled
We don't?
I rolled a 20 initiative.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It's right under.
Oh, sorry, you didn't add yourself to the you didn't use initiative in the thing, did you?
I did it in D&D Beyond. I clicked the initiative.
Did you have your character selected at the time?
Yeah. I thought
Oh, that's
so.
weird. Normally it adds it. Okay, maybe I have to fix something later. I'll quickly just add you to the initiative.
It's weird that
And
it like
you
put it in the chat, but it didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, nothing's perfect. Actually, I don't. So there you are. 20. So yes, it's a 20.
Can you center the spear more on him?
Isn't it
So
on him?
some of us are covered in it. It is, but it's not centered.
Yes, it is.
So like Berta.
It's centered on him, not on the warg.
Oh, you want on the wall?
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm looking at the ward.
Yeah, sorry. So is one set on the wall?
Oh, see, I was going off of him. No, that's fine.
Fair
Then.
enough.
That's fine.
Okay.
It looked weird. I was looking at
Sorry, yeah, I just went, yep, it's on the goblin. So if you want me to put on the wall, that's totally fine. I can move that.
No, it looked weird because he's so teeny.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Lovely. Okay, so in that case, we have Flick Halinus up first.
All right.
There we go.
And
okay.
Oh man, what am I gonna
Fight
do?
to incapacitate him.
Yeah, the problem is, are we still under the movement penalty?
You are absolutely yes.
Yeah, I don't think I can close the distance. Yeah, I cannot close the distance in one turn. And being the monkness that I am, I don't have any attacks that can well,
I mean,
that's not true.
goes
Actually,
before
I'm
me.
gonna cast Chill Touch on him.
Now is that 5-foot range?
120-foot range.
Okay. I thought it was like a melee thing.
Yeah.
Too bad that he goes before me, because otherwise I could have bonked him.
So I've got to do, that's 13 versus their armor class?
Yep.
Okay, and you're fighting the warg or the goblin?
The goblin. I don't have a beef with the
Goblin.
warg right now. I would.
Okay. So that's not going to hit.
Okay. I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to use my bonus action. Shoot! That. I should have used my turn better. I'm sorry, guys. I should have used my turn better.
That's fine. We haven't
You
done a
feared
battle in
him.
a minute, so yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, so now we have Taylor's turn.
Okay. I am going to move my 15 feet that I can. Whoops. I guess I still have
Speedy
the
normally.
tool selected, don't I?
Yeah, that does that.
Or Q. 15 feet. That's 20 feet. I can only get 15. So I guess the goblin himself is out of reach, but I
That's a good
think
point.
Taylor's logic is that we have to get this taken care of as quickly as possible. So I am going to cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff and
So
attack the warg.
Okay, great. So you jam your staff into the ground, and yeah, it gets bigger and takes on this really gross, mossy kind of look. But also like it's a puff of like weeping willow goes out the top too, so it kind of looks like a big feather duster. But yeah, so please attack. So you've done 18. Yep, that's fine. That's gonna. I think it hits the warg. Yes, it does.
Okay, and then
Oh, I think my earbud just died. We'll see.
I can hear you.
There we go. No, that's Earth Tremor. Where is Shillelagh? There we go. Sorry. Let go.
Okay,
That is 8.
lovely. Oops.
there we go. That is 8 damage.
Lovely. Great. Okay, cool. So yeah, you run up, you turn your thing into a big angry stick, and wallop. You smack him, and well, he would make a noise, but he's in silence, so he doesn't. All right, next up, Marimore.
I will step off to the side a little bit here. And I am going to throw my javelin, which has a, well, is that in range? It's 30 feet. I am so bad at this Q thing. Good Lord. Thank you.
Yeah, 30 feet's going to hit
okay.
either the goblin or the warg.
I want to hit the goblin.
Great.
Boop.
Okay, so that is
17
going to, yep, that's going to hit, so please do some damage.
Boop.
Great.
6.
So yeah, you dash to one side, make a big splash of water, and then you go, "Rah, shah!" And yeah, it gets him like in the side, like quite deeply, and he would make a big noise, but you just see him just make this horrified expression as you've really done a number on him. He doesn't look healthy at all.
Quick mechanic question.
Does he
When
fall off?
When we're in the zone
He doesn't
of
fall off
silence,
though.
do we hear what's going on in the zone of silence, or is it?
He does. It's like yeah, it's a little zone where sound can't penetrate either in or out, and inside of it there's perfectly silence.
Wow. So
you can't talk in it either.
So you can't hear.
Actually, quick question. Hey Taylor.
Yes.
Does your shillelagh have a verbal component?
Fuck, I don't think so, but I'll check.
It does.
Touch.
I was hoping she cast it before she went in.
I was going to say, yeah, she would have cast it on the run up.
It doesn't say anything about a verbal component.
If you look at the Roll20 chat, is a little V and S and M.
Oh, it says components. Oh, that's what that stands for. VSM.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's verbal. I think it's semantic and material. Yeah. So so she would have said it as she approached, but just for future reference, any spells casting that with verbal won't actually work.
Okay. Can we say that I cast it on the way in? Because I feel like Taylor would know that even if I as a player didn't.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll say that she did it on the run up and it was really cool.
Okay.
Okay. So that's all your turn, Mara?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, now it's the goblin's turn. Now, I think we're actually in luck with you guys, because I think it's half movement to dismount.
Hey, I had forgotten. I also have Pass Without Trace.
Cool.
Because it's a race feature.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I was remembering that correctly then. I thought it was yeah. Anyway.
So he's pretty much just going to be able to jump off and move one step away from the warg. But that's all he can do in his turn as far as movement goes. But he is going to whip up his crossbow, which has a range of... Sorry, short bow. 80 feet. Wait, well then. and he's going to aim a shot at Mera on the sort of as he's running away.
Okay. He's running away.
Yes.
Okay.
What's your armor class, Mera?
12.
Oh shit! He hits armor class. So
Ouch.
please take 5 piercing damage.
Out.
So as he jumps off and he kind of like gets his bow and like and kind of turns around like over his shoulder and just boop. And yeah, first there's silence as the bolt travels through the sphere, but then as it exits, you hear the as it clocks you right in the
That's
shoulder.
cool.
Thargor's turn.
All right. Kind of far away. I want to try to come around the other side of the tree, but it's half movement, right?
Right. But I'll say that you can sort of move through some of the tree because it's like there'll be a tree trunk in the middle, and then what you're seeing is the foliage above it.
Okay, but like we're in the swamp still, so it's difficult terrain, so it's half movement, correct?
Well, yeah, I'm saying if you wanted to move more like here-ish, you totally could.
Like here?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll say that the cross section in the middle is where the trunk is.
And can I see him, or is the tree obscuring too much?
Tree isn't obscuring, actually. No, you say you're peeking around right now, so you'd be obscured, but your vision isn't obscured.
Question: do I actually have any ranged weapons? I should, but I'm not seeing them. I don't really want to use my breath weapon. So yeah, I guess that's all I do because I don't think I have any ranged weapons at the moment.
Okay.
I need to fix that.
Alrighty, so you're just going to move there and then sort of hide out. That's fine.
Yeah, trying to, because it looks like he's fleeing in that sort of direction, so I want to try to cut him off.
I mean, if he flees, he flees.
If he flees, he raises the alarm.
Yeah, if he goes outside of that silence, outside of your zone of silence, they'll be able to hear everything.
If anybody has any
That's
sort of
true.
entanglement, now would be the time.
Okay,
I
but
stuck
now
a big fucking javelin in his side. That's all I got. He's got a big stick on him.
now we have
Not going
the
very
warg's
far with
turn.
that in there.
And the warg, he's trying to make noise. He's trying to call out something, but he can't. So he's going to turn to the thing that just attacked him, little Taylor, and he's gonna.
Yeah, I deserve that.
What's he gonna do? He can't do much. He's gonna bite.
Make friends with it.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Okay. Okay, so with a dirty 20, he hits you for 12 piercing damage.
Ouch.
So he turns around, looks down at you, and below him, just chomps you sort of right across the shoulder and chest, and his big, healthy bite right into you. But that's going to be his turn. Now we move to the. Now is everybody? Oh no, Bertha hasn't gone yet. There you go, Bertha, your turn.
Yay. All right. So I have a question.
Yes.
Would you consider that the difficult terrain is made of earth? Because it's swamp.
It's swamp.
Would you call it
Interesting.
water, earth, or both?
I suppose your feet are technically in earth.
Because technically, racial trait. We have earth walk. So you can move across difficult terrain made of earth or stone without expending extra movement.
That's a really good point. But I suppose that the problem isn't so much the earth as it is the water around it.
It depends if you consider that it's like the muddy, like sticky part.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the thing is, if you're in say a knee-high swimming pool, that would be hard to walk through as well.
True. but not as
So I'm
hard to
gonna
walk through as like mud, because the suction is what gets you.
I'll tell you what. We'll instead of half movement, we'll do 3/4 movement.
Okay, I'll take it. I mean, I really don't mean to. Like, if you
Honestly,
want to say
I
no,
like
you
this.
say
This is
no.
fine. No, I like this. This is fun. Yeah, 3/4 movement would make perfect sense.
Okay.
The DM has spoken.
All right. So Mara would also get that because Genesis.
Mara would get that too.
Genasi's, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so that means I can really get in his face. Yes. Where do I go? So I could get 3/4 of 30. Oh no, that's calculation. Half of 15 is. Geez, I can't do mental math, sorry. It's
7.5.
Yep. So I would go
In
at
D&D, you always round up.
so 17.5, so that would be 18 feet.
Yep.
So I can't, well, okay, I can't really do that, so.
So you would round up to 20 feet because, yeah, you'd round up to the nearest multiple of 5.
I guess. All right, so I can do 20 feet and then I get up to where the warg is. Right there. And am I within, like, melee range of the goblin?
Of the goblin, yes, you are. Now, did you kind of just walk through the warg, though?
Oh, no, sorry. Yep. Yes, I, Yeah, right. Oh, okay, so then I would kind of end up there.
Yes, and so you're out of range for the goblin, but you're well in range for the warg.
So, hey, I guess I'm gonna bonk the warg.
Okay.
On, I'm gonna specifically try to, like, I'm gonna use my war pick, but I'm gonna try to just, like, blunt force to the head. Try to do non-lethal, I guess, just kind of like, you know, ring his bell a little bit.
Go for it. Bonk him on the noggin.
All right. Let's see if I can do that.
Ooh. Well, it looks like you
that's-
can't, I'm afraid.
I
So you go to
know,
whack him on the head, he kind of quickly... Yeah, he kind of digs out the way, and yeah. You miss him. You whiff. You whiff on the warg.
Damn it. All right. Well, that was that.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, we move back to the top of the batting order. So to clarify that round, the goblin was scared. He jumped off. He got hit with a javelin and right through the side. Jumped off the warg and started running away. And the warg just started. He got wailed on by Taylor, so he bit Taylor, and then he dodged definitely out of Bertha's war pick. And now we're back to Hallinus.
Okay, and then turn takes what, 1 minute?
A turn takes 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Oh, nice. So he's got a while to deal with this. Well, for starters, I'm going to.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the 20 feet back over in front of Mara because you taking distance damage from him is not cool. Since you're kind of keeping us in the stealth mode. So I'm gonna move to.
I can get him.
I know, but if he hits you and you fall and it falls out of silence, then the gig is up, and he's terrified of me. I'm thinking of the team, the good of the party. And then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the goblin again.
Okay.
And that's 17 for 4.
Okay, then, well. That goblin is very dead.
Nice.
We didn't want to kill him.
Yeah. But better than raising the alarm. That still means
Okay,
we have the potential of killing less goblins.
Does he look like a general?
He looks like a pretty standard goblin. And these goblins, by the way,
Green.
they're sort of decked out in like really gross, like damp leathers, and they're all kind of mossy and yeah, mildewy on their clothes. They make the Nashvan goblins look like royalty in comparison. These are really gross, or swampy goblins.
Damn it.
Are they like Robin Hood goblins? Are they stealing from the rich goblins to give to the poor goblins?
It's a great question to have when you're not being killed by a war. Taylor's turn.
Oh gosh, I'm still in a zone of silence, aren't I?
Mhm.
I mean, I think like player me does not want to like is disinclined to kill this like relatively innocent animal. I'm just trying to think through. Like Taylor would probably. I mean, Taylor's a druid and appreciates the sanctity of life and feels bad, but also doesn't want to get killed by a bunch of goblins or any at all. So I feel like Taylor is probably going to. I'm sorry. I'm torn between like trying to like disengage or just kind of give it another whack with the shillelagh. And I think I just have to give it another whack with the shillelagh. I don't really want to, but I think that's the like. I don't want to get attacked by it again because if
you
it
took a
hits
big.
me with 12 again, I'm out.
Can you give me
So yeah, I
Constitution
think.
saving throw real quick?
Wait, why?
Because of the bite you took last round.
Oh, gotcha,
Just
gotcha.
Gonna see if you can maintain that concentration on that. Wait.
I'm not concentrating on anything.
Yeah, sorry, you're not concentrating. That's right.
I don't think shillelagh is
sorry.
concentration. It's just a yeah. No, you're good.
No, it isn't. Sorry, I got confused. Yeah. So
You're
do
fine.
your thing.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll attack, I guess. That didn't go through. I'm gonna click that again. Sorry, I clicked the wrong spot. There we go. Nope.
Ooh. Yeah. So you go to again smack him on like the elbow, and yeah, he dodges out of that too, and now he's just looking at you, a bit grumpy. Yeah, you keep trying to attack him. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Cool beans. Back up to Marimore.
At least there's a big Bertha also looking aggressive.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait. How far can I go?
You can go. I think we said 18. If your speed's the same. Actually, what's your speed?
My speed's 40. So 40, 20,
30.
10, 30. And that is
You're a speedy one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna go all the way up. I'm going in. Sorry, Hal. I'm gonna grab my javelin and I also don't want to attack it. Is there a way to like calm it down? Could I try calming it down?
Well, bear in mind you can't say anything.
That's true.
So if you want to do animal handling with disadvantage, you could. I'll say, yeah, some orcs are funny. They're sort of really between an animal and a monster.
Ooh, I have a +1 animal handling. Let's try it because I don't want to attack it. With disadvantage?
This would be your turn as well if you fail or succeed.
That's fine.
They're
Did it go
disadvantage.
through? No. I didn't go through. Hold on. Oh, I have to. Disadvantage. It didn't roll disadvantage. Come on.
That's weird. Okay, but we'll say that's an 8. And so you kind of like silently got to like, calm down with your hands up, like, but he looks at you with like almost disgust, like, what are you doing? And yeah, he is definitely not calming down. And it would be the goblin's turn, but he is very dead. Now it's the Thargor's turn.
Okay. Um. All right. I can get right up there in front of him. And I want to boop his snoot. Forcefully.
Very forcefully.
Booping.
I'll be right back.
Cool beans. Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, that doesn't quite hit, I'm afraid. So again, you go to swipe at his face, and he dodges backwards. And he's now looking a bit like wide-eyed, like he's surrounded, and he doesn't like the situation at all. And now we're moving across to his turn. Now, so he's, let's see, 1, 2, 4. He's a little bit perturbed by being as surrounded as he is, so he doesn't quite know who to attack. So he's going to take a guess, and it's going to be at Mera. So he's going to try to aim a bite at Mera.
That's what barbarians are for, absorbing the damage.
Okay, but yeah, he misses.
Hey.
Mera definitely dodges out of his way.
Ooh.
And that
I'm
brings
like,
us up to Berta's turn.
No, you don't. Yeah, I have decent animal handling, and I have speak with animals, but no, we're in a zone of silence. That doesn't make any sense. But like at this point, I think we've tried hitting it too much for that to work. So I am again, gonna try to whack it in the head just to make it like fall unconscious as much as I can.
You say something for a non-lethal attack?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, you guys are rolling terribly today.
Oh, really? Boy, oh boy.
But yeah,
it's just Bertha's trying not to kill it.
Exactly.
But like
so
with a war pick, that's not easy.
So in your hesitation, he's found opportunity to dodge out of the way, and you whiff on him yet again.
Ah, jeez.
So now we're back to the top with Hallinus.
All right. Well, this is where I really kind of wish I had used my initial turn better when silence wasn't around. Like, silence was awesome, but I should have used my initial turn to talk to the warg again and try and convince it to either leave its rider behind or carry its rider away from us and just leave.
I cast silence before initiative started.
Oh, did we?
But yeah, Hallinus is like a telepathic thing, right?
So it's not actual hearing; it's just hearing language in its head.
Oh, well, in that case, I want to try and speak to it again.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for that again, and I'm gonna try and talk to the warg and convince it to run away, from everything, not like I'm gonna try and convince it to run away from, like, run west off the
It's like-
battlefield.
What do you say to it?
Leave for the west in
north.
peace. We will not attack you anymore.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
It's a 14.
Okay.
It didn't take much to persuade him last time.
Kind of thinking that Reese might have given me the creativity on that. But I don't know.
The last time that was based purely on rolls, as is this one. Yeah, he's not bending to your will. So he kind of, and he replies back in his head back to you, because I think they can apply with that. He sort of says, like, you're all going to die for killing my friend, more or less.
Okay, well, it was worth a shot.
And I say that's going to be your turn as well.
Yeah,
I think.
that's what I figured.
That's fair. Taylor's turn.
Please step back, Taylor. Don't get eaten.
Well, if I step back, I guess I can disengage. So I could that's the thing, right? I can like disengage without opening myself up to an attack of opportunity. But I did like attack it last time, and Taylor was not privy to that telepathic conversation. But I feel like it would be inconsistent of me to have attacked before and not attack this time. Because as far as I think Taylor is concerned, like this beast is still a threat and she doesn't want to be hurt, so I'm gonna roll attack.
Also, you can, hope that it'll target the big Bertha that's in the way. That's
So that's
Okay,
a
so
15.
that's going to hit.
So damage is 5 bludgeoning.
5 damage. Okay. And let's see, how's he looking? Okay, and yeah, he is considered bloodied. So you go up and you whack him on the elbow where you missed before, and that crunches in a pretty gross manner. And yeah, he doesn't look like he's having a good time at all.
I'm sorry.
And now we're up to Mara's turn again. Are we back, Mara? Yes, you are.
Yeah. I'm right here. I am. He's looking pretty bad. You said?
Less than 50%.
Okay. I will probably be silly to throw my javelin since right there. I'm gonna punch him.
That doesn't hit. But of course, you do have your bonus attacks too, being a monk.
That's true. I'll use a bonus action to try again. Okay.
Alrighty, and that
the
doesn't
10
hit
hit?
either. No, it doesn't.
That doesn't hit?
It doesn't hit.
Oh gosh. Shoot, I just left the screen. Hold on. Oh. That's all I can do.
If you want to do your key points and do actual flurry of blows and get a third attack.
That's what I did.
Oh no, because your bonus attack, your free bonus attack is an extra unarmed strike.
Oh. It's been so long.
As it's been a minute.
I hit the wrong one.
There we go. Okay, well 19. That last one does
that hit.
It does hit.
I kick him.
Okay, cool.
5.
So as you approach, you go to. I'm going to flavor it this way because I'm cool. You're going to approach and you kind of like right punch, left punch, and both those miss. So you spin around, and that stony ponytail whacks him across the face
Oh.
for 5 damage.
It's
Whack
5
with the
damage
little
plus style points.
Don't
He's
fuck
looking
with
even worse
me.
now. Okay,
that's my turn.
and now it's Thargor's turn.
Looking. Hello? Am I on mute?
Oh no,
We
you're
can
there.
hear you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. How's he looking?
Oh, sorry. How's he looking? He's not looking good at all. He's looking real rough.
All right.
Like that blow to the face, kind of like it really ringed his bell, and he's looking a bit. Oh.
All right. I'm just going to try again what I did last time.
Okay, that doesn't hit.
No.
So as he kind of comes to and sees you attack, he again dodges out the way.
He's a really sly motherfucker.
So it's his turn
He's so
again.
big.
But he's wily. And seeing as though he just got clocked by Mera, he's going to attack her
That's fair.
with his bite. Oh, forgot about that feature. Okay, so he hits.
He hits?
Please take 10 piercing damage. Yep, take 10 piercing damage. And also give me a strength saving throw.
Hold on. A strength saving throw. Why am I always the one getting beat up? Hold on. How do I take a saving throw?
There should be a
saving throws section. You can click on the left hand side of D&D Beyond. You can click
Oh, I see it. I see it. Bless you. Don't give me disadvantage, D&D Beyond. Okay.
Okay. Well, you thankfully save because you're a strong gal. So he bites you and goes to like knock you down, but yeah, you push back and yeah, you don't take none of that guff.
Do I need to make a concentration?
No, that's fine. Oh wait, that's a good question.
Right?
Should you? Yeah, the concentration check, which is a.
Just a check or a saving throw?
Yeah, you better. Yeah, so do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, what is the difference between a check and a saving throw, like mechanically?
Saving throws get extra bonuses sometimes.
Okay.
So like if
and
something's attacking you, it's a saving throw.
it adds your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, that's right. If you're proficient and stuff, yeah. Okay, so that's 10, and that's fine. You maintain your concentration on the silence.
Okay.
Okay, and now we're at Berta's turn.
Okay. All right. So this time it honestly not even gonna try to be non-lethal anymore. Because at this point it seems dangerous, because if Mara's getting attacked, then the silence could go away. So we're gonna war pick it again. And hope to.
There we go.
Hey.
Well,
that still doesn't hit.
Gosh
it's
darn
hard
it.
to hit.
I am the most useless barbarian right now.
So this time, as you go to lift your pick to whack him, he actually gets close to you so that when your swing comes down, it's mostly just arm on his back. And yeah, you get no purchase with your pick, so there's no damage done.
All right.
Now we're back around to Halness.
All right. I am going to cast Chill Touch on him again.
Cool.
Ooh. So that's a 13 to hit.
That does hit.
for 6 necrotic damage.
Okay, he's still up, but barely.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action for an unarmed strike.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but unarmed strikes need to happen after a monk weapon attack, don't they?
Bonus action. Oh, yeah, you're right. Ignore me.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. So is that your turn then?
You know what? I'm gonna. I can spend a key point to flurry of blows. Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't need to have a monk weapon first.
No, it just says after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes.
We'll go for it then.
Yeah. So there's my.
Oh, but that doesn't hit. Oh wait.
The first one doesn't hit.
Yeah.
The second one, though.
Oh shit! That's a critical.
So for
Sorry, Cat.
critical damage, do I? What do I
think
do?
it does it for you automatically. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because it's done 2d4 plus 3.
Yeah.
So that's 5. Which for a critical isn't great, but it is enough to knock him down, and he is now very dead.
Oh.
R.I.P.
I tried my best to convince him to leave.
You killed everybody. Okay.
I think Taylor's immediate concern is, did anyone see all of this splashing around? Even if we were silent, someone may have seen this.
With the
We were
exception,
kind of behind a tree.
well, with the exception of Mara's first javelin throw,
My first move.
all of our I think all of the attacks were inside the cone of silence.
Absolutely right. And also, I'm privy to DM information about this map. And as far as you can tell, there's like after the start of the battle, the end of the battle, there is no extra action towards you. No one has noticed what's happened.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
You had a perfectly stealthy combat situation.
Perfectly stealthy murder.
How long has it been?
Let's see, how many rounds was
I
that?
cast
That was like,
that.
It was only like 4 or 5.
I think it's like 4 or 5 rounds, so that's about 30 seconds? 30, 40 seconds?
Yeah.
So we have.
How long does your silence last?
1 minute.
No, it lasts like 10 minutes.
Really?
Can you move it?
It's not a cone. It's just it's 10 minutes. It's just silence.
Can you move it so that it?
I'm out of key points. No. I need to take a rest because I'm out of key points, and I'm dying. And I really need to because I want to use like the dark vision and the darkness. I think that'll really help our stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And I need key points to cast Pass Without a Trace. I think we need to take a rest.
For Pass Without a Trace, though, I do have it also. So
okay.
And I have dark vision as a racial trait, so I can pass that information on to the party. I don't need to cast anything for it.
Yeah, because Pass Without Trace,
I'll
I can
just be
use
really...
as
I'll just be really debuffed. I won't be able to use any key points.
Yeah,
no, it's
so we can keep going. I'll just be.
Also, it's as this is kind of an interesting spot because we are in kind of like the middle of a mission, but it is 11 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah,
that's fine because
I was about to say
everything will be saved anyways.
I fully expect.
Yeah.
We're behind a tree. We're in a silence cone.
Can we can we use this as like party pause, take a long rest here?
Maybe not a long rest.
I was thinking at least a short rest.
Yeah,
but again, you do a long rest if you want. It's up to you.
I think short rest should be fine because we're still like in the middle of a swamp. Not the best place to like spend the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need a long. Just a short rest will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we can take a short rest and see how that fares for you guys. Short rests are about half an hour to an hour in my world, so yeah.
All right.
This is really just quick patching up, gathering yourself to rebuild some of that key, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my
Full short points if you need them.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hit die to regain some hit points, but if anyone needs a cure wounds, I can provide a cure wounds during this short rest.
I didn't even get any damage, right?
It looks like it was just
No.
bit of Hallinus, a fair bit of Mera.
Yep.
Oh, not Hallinus, sorry, Taylor. The icons are
Yeah.
close to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Taylor and Hallinus.
Let me roll.
Mara,
my
do you
hit
need a
die to
hand?
see how
No, I didn't take any hit points.
hold on. I'm gonna roll a hit die to regain some key points. Oh, shoot. What was that? I got 6. Okay.
Do you have to roll die for short rest?
Hit dice? Yes, you do.
Well, I mean,
Because your hit dice are pretty much just for short rests, and you spend them to get some hit points back.
But for key points.
Well, for key points, no, that's fine. They just
yeah,
recover.
you recover 2 points per short rest. So, Mara, you should, since you and I are same monk class, you should just recover your key points on short rest.
Yeah. Recover 3 key points per rest. I was trying to get some health back.
Yeah.
Oh no, we both Oh no, because yeah, Hallinus, you're only a level 2 monk, but level 1 warlock. So yeah, you probably have less.
I have less key points. I have less key points, but I also have. I was able to use my short rest to get my 1 key point back as well as my spell slot.
I will take some healing though.
Okie doke, let me do that for you.
I don't need much, but I'd like a little bit.
How many hit points are you below max? I'm just wondering whether I should do this as a level 1 or level 2 spell.
I'm 10 below max right now.
I'll give you a 2d8 plus 2 versus 1d8 plus 2. Did that roll?
Yes, it did.
There you go. That is 9 for
Ooh,
you.
yay! Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
am going to roll my hit dice for myself. Except I clicked on things too many times. Where did they go? Short rest.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bless you. That's your hit dice right there.
And roll it. That's 8 for
There's
me.
some
I'm gonna roll
kitten shenanigans going on.
I didn't notice that.
I just noticed the laser pointer.
So that's 12. That brings me back up to full. So I'm good now.
Fantastic.
Okay.
What an absolute cutie.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to go to sleep because it's late and I'm tired. So it was lovely seeing you all.
As usual, yes, it was.
I gotta go to work.
It was great.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Reese.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you, Reese.
thank you guys. That was so much fun.
Have a good day.
Thanks for
Reese.
stressing me out.
The spork goblin.